But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. The first day. The first day.
Is the earth flat or round? It's flat. It's flat.
So tell me, Neil, is the earth flat?
The earth is flat. The earth is flat.
What are some of the easiest ways that you can prove that the earth is flat? That's a hard thing for me to even start talking about because there are so many proofs that the earth is flat. That's a hard thing for me to even start talking about because there are so many proofs that the earth is flat.
Over 4 hours, the globe predicted that the focal pendulum would deviate 34 degrees. After 4 16 PM, if the Earth were actually rotating underneath its pendulum, the globe claimed that it should have deviated 34 degrees anti-clockwise, but no deviation was observed. That the focal pendulum inside this building here does not show the rotation of the Earth. Now let's go in and have a look, shall we? Now, much to my surprise, I didn't even have to wait 4 hours to prove my claim. The museum had already proven it for me. After being absolutely inundated by people's phone calls and emails asking why their focal pendulum does not work, the museum had no other choice but to go into damage control and close their exhibition.
Hey yo, I said the Flat Earth Lounge in the building. Duffy, we ain't playing banners, chat in the building. Yo, London, it's flat, bro. Yo, no fakers, we take out the mascot. Bottom feeders, I'm cracking the black rock. Close your case like I'm closing Jaren's laptop. Duffy acts when I'm bringing the backdrop. Duffy's allegations, disorientation, financial violations, plus a few citations at federal tax evasion, FD fixation, globe education, Jared infatuation, cooperation at Union Station 33, Masonic signs, why all the faking, blood spilling, concealing, fulfilling the contract, so willing, so dealing, cold chilling, faith healing, unable to see the ceiling, appearing, intervening, fake past the magician, self-revealing. No fakers, we take out the mascot. Bottom feeders, I'm cracking the black rock. Close your case like I'm closing Jaren's laptop. Duffy acts when I'm bringing the backdrop. Duffy said to Eve, eat the apple, go dazzle, talk, babble. These snakes in the chapel, Duffy's the leader. 2 horns, no geezer, man, take a breather. I am the keeper of the Grim Reaper, Colorado preacher, death penalties. Bob the teacher, misdemeanor, getting bolder. Young, not older, see ram horns, it's getting colder. KLTTJBRCDVD, writing letters on TV, still with me. Ceremonies, down on one knee, it's plain to see CC. Ha, yo, he's no pastor, he's just an actor. Who's his master? Bob Ali Star. He's no pastor, he's just an actor. Who's his master? He's going straight to hell, yo. No fakers, we take out the mascot. Bottom feeders, I'm cracking the black rock. Close your case like I'm closing Jaren's laptop. Duffy acts when I'm bringing the backdrop. Well, let's end with this. How many dicks will take a pic? How many more perverts on the grift? How many more pricks will take the piss? Well, I have a list, so let's resist, be strong, and let's persist, persevere, pioneer, peer-to-peer, I did my P's, no Q's, oh dear, it's clear, practically demonstrate your model, and I'll swear I go back to the globe, don't care, quicker than Randy's hair, quicker than one of mellow globe, solar flares, quicker than Jaren jumping the fence, quicker than Jaren backstabbing his friends, quicker than Patrick buying a Benz, quicker than Robbie taking backhands, quicker than Paul making amends, quicker than Craig doing 10 reps, quicker than Mac Tunes, Colorado Connect. Stop, you thought I forgot, yo. Jackson, Amanda, Sarah, Vicky, Laura, Liz, Fiona, and Suits, Mom, Jim, Scotty, Tommy, Happy, Charlie, Seeking Forever Love, Brendan, Chills, Jim, Triana, Graham, Logical, and Tourette, 2, Big Pine, Dorian, Matthew, Martin, PJ, Tone D, and rest of the crew, Baron, Arlen, Blood, MK, Ian, Jamie, DT, Fen, Dr. E, Jeff, what's new? Hashtag Morgan, Roger, Flats, Dr. B, Dean, HD, DJ, New Moon, Andy, Lev, Tama, Emerald, Suits, Killin', Jimmy, Room, Sherlock, C, Super Dirt, Canada, Chili, King, Shin, Cheswick, FPV, think of me, hey.
Hello, you lovely lot. I bet you're shocked it was me, no grizzly bear. I just want to address them quick. So, today I've had 2 people do nothing but lie about me. Mr. Jingles, you can go jangle your jingles somewhere else, mate. I never said I was going to ban anyone who disagreed with Keith. I actually said, from after that stream on, from now on, I am going to ban people who push in chat Satan's short season. Yes, I am, because a lot of these people,
if they're pushing it and pushing it, not if they just talk about it, if they're pushing and pushing. But nowhere did Vicky say she was going to ban anyone for disagreeing with Keith. She didn't say that.
No,
she said
literally twisting my words.
In future, if people are going to go on and on and on about something that's not true, then she will discipline them. Basically, that's all she was saying. Simple as that.
And then now I've got
Stoops the cat on email trying to got whine about him getting bloody timed out, and he wasn't banned. He's saying he banned. No, he was timed out for contradict. I didn't time him out, but he said he's contradict. I basically said the same as him, except his first statement he contradicted it, but then his second and third he was saying the same as me, but what at hand meant at hand.
Hi, Gillian.
I said it means it's about to happen soon at hand. And he was saying about to happen nearby. I says, we're saying the same thing. But the first time you said it, you didn't say that. You were saying it meant this second, right now. You know?
Maybe if you didn't agree with one side and then agree with the other side and contradict yourself, maybe you wouldn't get timed out. And it was me that timed you out, not PJ. So I don't know why you're emailing him. Please go and email someone who cares. Also, Will Barrow saying I timed him out for the whole show. For somebody calling him pathetic and unchristian, was not charitable in spirit. Could be moderators that are overzealous with ban hammers invariably wreck channels. Also, I did not time you out, you dipstick. And actually, it was you that called Norman unchristian and pathetic. Norman didn't say that to you. He never aimed anything at you. It was you aiming stuff at him. He may have said a statement about people.
Was saying a statement in general that it's silly to say Jesus this and say that. And then you said about, oh, it's not very charitable and all that, when he was just telling you that Jesus, it's silly to think this when Jesus says this. That's all he was doing. You know what I mean? So stop acting like the victim.
No,
as well.
but you're
listen, hold on as well. And when it comes to Stoops, money, just because you give flats money, just because you give them a super chat, it doesn't make you exempt from being disciplined.
No.
That's like saying, oh, I pay flats. He shouldn't do anything to do anything on the channel. If I give him a super chat, he shouldn't be able to time me out. No,
can I just
usually
say,
when people give super chats, it's so they make sure that it's read out in general. You know, if it's a trollish kind of one, especially. You know, go on.
Can I just say though that when you don't know who's timing you out because you're not a moderator and you're blaming me, and do you know the two dickheads today that have said I timed them out? I didn't even time out. The comment from Mr. Jingles was under KK's comment to Keith. I didn't even time KK out. I wasn't even there for the whole stream, but I will ban people that lie about me. And my issue is, right, these people are truthers. They're truthers that only want to hear the bullshit that comes out of their own gob. Their lies they think are truth and they're not. Don't accuse me of doing something. If I time somebody out or ban them, I'll own it. And I always do. And I don't have to explain myself to anybody. But when you're lying and saying, I said that I'm going to ban anyone that disagrees with Keith, or that I timed you out when I didn't, maybe get your facts straight before you come after me. Because now, when I see you anywhere, Will Barrow and Mr. Jingle knows anyway, I will always ban Mr. Jingle because he's nothing but a troll with all his crusty socks. But now, Will Barrow, because you are nothing but a liar, I will ban you everywhere as well.
There you go. So there it is. I wasn't going to go live today. I wasn't going to go live this afternoon. I did say last night I'd possibly go live this afternoon, but because I do Tuesday nights instead of flats, I thought I'll just go on Tuesday night instead. But then I've got possibly the Bible study with flats and that before I go live tonight. And then I seen something on YouTube. I just came across and I clicked on it just to watch it from Scaretheater, and it was about this dude ranting after he's had alcohol, but it's from Scaretheater. So I take it there might have been something more sadistic or more horrific happens later on. I don't know. I don't watch the videos. I just thought it was a title that I'd check out. So it looks so. I watched 30 seconds of it. It looks okay. So it's just a change. I don't usually do these things. It's a guy channel called Boozetubes. So what he does, like I say, is he drinks alcohol and then goes and rants and tries to. I mean, the first thing I heard him do was talk about Jesus. So I thought, okay, this might be interesting. I don't know if he continuously talks about Jesus prolifically, but that's the first thing I heard. So I thought,
share something quick.
Let's just check this out. Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna share something quick for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Go share what? You
Jim.
need to scroll it, babe. Is that all it is? Just that part? Oh, right, okay.
Shelley
one,
been looking
Jim.
Mr. Anus.
Jim Anus, when you look in the mirror, do you see Uranus?
Jim said. Shelley licks it now, licks it good, licks it just like you should.
What you like,
then,
Jimmy boy?
I love it. As soon as I seen it, I was on the phone to PJ when I seen it, and I was like, I need it. Like, all these things keep coming, and I don't know where from on my Facebook, but I think they're hilarious.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it. Right. Okay. Right. We'll do it, Jim. What? Say again. What, babe? It's gone. Oh, you do the 3 dots at the top and say remove from studio.
Yeah, I did.
Right. Okay. And you need to put us back on screen. Like
Sorry.
That. So yeah, we'll start off with Jim observation. Will you say hello to everybody, babe?
I will.
Jim's observation up. Go on now.
I will do, unless there's trolls, but I can't see any in chat. Hi, Buzzer. Hi, Paul Joe. Hi, me. Hi, Jono. Hi, Paul McPig Gregor.
Oh, I like this one. Anus Slick.
Hi, Forjax. Hi, Chillin. Hi, Mr. Anus.
Oh, Anus
In
is
the
nearly
mirror.
300. Nice.
Jim said, in the mirror, I always stare at my big brown eye.
I wish I hadn't asked that mirror question now. I like it. Yeah, guys, that's Jim's link if you want it, if you're not already sub to him. And if anybody wonders why Flats' chat replay is not working, because people mentioned it in his chat last night, these comments, his chat replay isn't working, probably because like the chat replay doesn't work when you have to trim something out. The chat to be able for the chat, if you trim something out of your live, you to be able to get the chat back, you have to restore it to its original form. So if you restore it to its original form, the copyright or whatever it is will go back on it. So so when you trim it, you don't get a chat replay. So, but somebody, well, we know why he probably had to trim it is because remember Giannis wanted to play that song. And it actually went on about jibby jabba jibba jabba jibba jabba Jew. You know what I mean? That's what it went on about. So yes, even through song, they don't like you to do it. And I think he really should have known that. He really should have. But there you go. Not Flats, I'm talking about Giannis. But yeah. But I'd say that's why if you can't see the replay, I'd say, well, that's why, because Flats has probably had to trim it just in case he got reported. You know what I mean?
And if you can see the replay, can somebody screenshot where I apparently said I will delete anyone, I will ban anyone who disagrees?
I know what you said, babe.
I know.
What you said.
I know what I said, but I don't like liars.
Exactly.
Not when I own it. Like I've timed people out by mistake, and I've said sorry. Like I own who I time out. It's never been a secret that I ban people or time them out.
That's right. So Jim Anus, 9 views 9 hours ago. Anus Slick. It does actually look a slick. It's got all the colors. It's got all the what do you call it? Yeah, prime colors. No, what do you call it? Yeah,
primary colors.
Primary colors. Yeah. That's what I thought. I was saying prime colors. I was getting mixed up with prime numbers and primary colors. But you know, same kind of meaning. Jimmy boy. Oh, it's nice colors, man.
Aye.
Hey, Mikey boy. Babe, if you want, can you send it to Ryan, the link? Or will I do it?
You can do it.
All right.
Oh, Joe, I hope you feel better soon.
Hold on. Right, sent.
Joe's poorly.
Yeah, I was just about to say I didn't see because I was on a different tab. What's up, Joe? Everyone, I called in sick today. My head feels like a bowling ball. Oh, dude, not good, man, not good. Bless you, bro.
No.
Bless you. Lord heal him. Lord heal him and take care of his head. Hey, listen, dude. It's not nice when you get migraines and I have to take time off work. I get it, bro. I get it. Chilling. I like that. PJ, Jim's favorite prime color is number 2.
It's a lot, yeah.
Oh, it's excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent because 2 is a prime number, and brown isn't a primary color, but we're nearly there, bro. We're nearly there. But excellent. Love it. Love it. That's a brilliant comment.
Especially when Shelley licked his chocolate ice cream.
I know. It's a pity that brown wasn't a primary color, though, isn't it? But yeah,
no, it's a prime color, not primary.
Yeah, I know, but it would have been. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It would have been cool.
That's because of you.
Fantastic. What you like, Chili?
I've seen no numbnuts have replied to us.
Oh, Chilling's on to me. Dave, don't worry about it. Forget it now. You have to look for replies.
No, but I would like apologies for their lies. Like, if I'm wrong about somebody, I'll apologise. If I'm not, I won't. And they lied about me, blatantly lied.
Oh, Stoops keeps on about the waiting thing. He's still going on about what we were talking about last night. You basically said the same as me, Stoops. You said the same as me, but your first comment contradicted it. But then your next two was saying the same as I was. And you were trying to say that what I was saying is wrong. When you were saying the same as me. Wow. I'm not answering you again, Stoops, on email. I'm not answering you again. If you can hear me, I'm not doing another email. I'm not going back and forth on email.
This is the issue, right? And I'm sorry to say this is the issue. When people that come in pushing their narrative get timed out or banned, whether it's a Glober or a Satan short season, they all are the same. I'm sorry.
No,
they're not, because Pebbles and
Porter and people like that.
Porter and that.
They're not all the same.
I never had a problem with the debate last night. My problem is with the chat when people start turning on each other. Right, Flats is none of us have ever lied about where we stand with Satan short season, and we haven't.
Yeah.
But we have experienced people pushing it on us a lot, not just on YouTube, in our private lives, right?
Yeah.
And there comes a time where we're like, no, do you know what? I'm sick of it. And when you're being disrespectful or saying that we're like, someone said we called Jesus a liar. We've never called him that. The only people that say that is Satan short seasoners. And I'm sorry, it's true. But see, when you get timed out, you might want to look at your own behavior other than the moderators that timed you out.
Exactly. Anyway, can I just say, Derek said to Joe, Explosive Ram, I do apologize for the other day when I mistook you for someone else. I had a few drinks and I was more ornery than normal. So yeah, thank you for overlooking my mistake. Bless you, Derek. That's good. That's really good of you to say so.
But see, like, Derek was wrong and he owned it. Like, and that's what we should all do. Like, we've all made mistakes. None of us are perfect. You know, but to lie about people and say that somebody did something when they didn't even do it, like, it says more about you than me.
Exactly. Good to see you, Derek. Good to see you, bro. Nice. Right, let's carry on with his thing. I got a message back from Jane. I haven't heard anything. We took him out Sunday. He's very thin.
No, Graham. He used the P word, the racist word for Pakistani. That's why I timed him out, because he was racist. And I stand by it. He was racist, not a bigot. Racist.
Yes, he used the P word, and Vicky has got a son that would be called that, so I don't blame her. He was very racist.
I do not give a shite. That day, Graham, I nearly banned you as well, because you actually put something like curry breath.
Yeah, exactly. You did the curry munchers. And the thing is, Graham, you said the last time in here, and Vicky mentioned, you says, "Oh, I don't want to talk about this."
No,
now you're bringing it up. Graham, if you're not happy, piss off from my channel.
He was racist. He was racist.
You were being racist.
Both of you were racist. Suck it up, Buttercup, because I don't deal with it. You don't like it, fuck off.
Bye, Graham. Don't come back.
Wasn't racist. He was a bigot. So calling somebody from Pakistan the P word, and you know what it is not racist, no?
No.
So if I called you a dirty honky, is that not racist? It make sense.
So Graham, listen, I didn't want to ban you, but I'm done. Because if you egg on when people go on about this Jewish thing, they might be right about it. But when people are getting upset about it, when it's pushing and they're trolling people, you stick up for it. You egg it on, Graham, and I'm sick of it. Don't come back to my channel and under a different guise. Don't come back, dude.
This is what I'm saying, though.
I didn't want to ban you because we are from the same place and stuff like that. But I'm not going to just do that. Not ban you because of that. You come in here then, so you banned on a plane for no reason. He was being a racist idiot. Simple as that. Graham.
And so were you, and I didn't even ban you, but you're coming in saying someone weren't racist.
You got timed out for it, but you didn't get banned.
You're lucky I didn't ban you. I banned you. You're banned now. PJ banned you. But you do. You want to sit there and make out. He weren't a bigot. He was literally racist. You were literally racist. Get your facts straight, you dumb dickhead. Just like when the other person was racist about black people and I called him out for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of these people, I swear down. I can't. You know what, right? People like Graham come in chat to fucking cause shit.
And they do.
And no, but they do.
Yeah, but you don't need to swear.
You have to push and push and push. He wasn't racist, no? He called a Pakistani the P word, you dickhead. Come and say it to my face about my kid and we'll see, hey.
Hey, chill. He's done. Even Black saying, and please, mate, ignore these guys. They are trying to get under our skin. Yeah, they are. Exactly, bro. It's beyond a joke. Bigoted comment, Graham. Bigoted. How can you say the P word is just bigoted? That's not like saying, right, bigoted would be, oh, someone from Pakistan always does this or always does that just because they're from Pakistan. That's bigoted. But to say that Pakistani and use the P word, that is racist. There's a difference between bigoted and racist.
Hold on. You know Michael Khan is mixed, don't you?
Yeah.
His name is Khan.
As well.
Like when,
as well.
hold on. Would you go in Banner's chat and call him the N-word? No, you wouldn't.
Exactly, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't go into Banner's and call him the N-word, would you? No. You wouldn't go to Michael's and call him the P word, would you? So why, if someone else says it in chat, is it okay? It's not, Graham. And for you to follow up with, oh yeah, those curry breath munchers or whatever, it's not good, bro. It's not even funny. So don't come in here and try and play victim for someone else, dude. I didn't want to frigging ban you. But if you're going to act like that, then I've got no other choice. And yes, my subs are going down. And I don't care. I don't care. I'd rather
have no
subs
subs than
racist and stuff like that anyway. And then try and tell me that Jesus isn't the truth and stuff like that. I've had enough of it. Jesus is the truth. If you say anything against Jesus in my chat, unless it's just speculation, if it's being insulting, then you're going to get disciplined. You're going to get banned or timed out. My faith, my love is in Christ. My life is in Christ. You insult that, I will take it to a certain extent. That's it. And then it's going to go. Then I won't take it anymore. It's simple. If my channel goes down and the subs go down because of it, so what? So what? Love you guys, but
Logan's Run, what's going on is, a while ago, I banned Honor for being racist about Pakistanis. You know, the racist P word about Pakistanis. Yeah. And I banned him, and Graham's just come in and told me I shouldn't have banned him because it was just a bigoted comment. He wasn't racist. He literally used a racist term. My kid is half Asian.
Exactly.
And you expect me to sit and allow that? Look, David Banner's half black. If you were calling him the N-word, I would ban you too. Like, so,
exactly.
So what? Graham even said in the comment after Honor had said about the P word, Graham said, oh, that's it, curry breath. Like, what? Do you think Asians just eat curry, you thick twat? Like, right, that's like, what's the Graham is all you eat haggis?
Babe, that's it done. I was thinking about that. Would you like to be called haggis, Beth? He would take that as a joke, though. But that's not a thing. That is not a slur word against a Scotsman. You know what I mean? But we know that the P word is a slur against Pakistanis.
My son don't even like curry, and he's half, you dipstick.
It's not funny. When you entertain a joke, when you entertain someone's being racist with a joke, it's not funny. It's not funny. Hey, good to see you, Johnny, bro. Good to see you guys. I'm read till I'm deed. Amen. You know, like, that's what I'm saying, chilling. Graham is for the same place as me. He's for Aberdeen. I was born in Aberdeen. I'm for the Brock, which is a lot of folk for the Brock is born in Aberdeen. He's for the Northeast. I didn't want to have to ban him. But he's sticking up for things that are racist. He's trying to tell Vicky that she's wrong for banning someone that was being racist. No, she's not. She's not wrong. Completely right.
If I was saying vulgar things about your white kid, or anything that was an insult towards your white kid, you would be offended by it. So don't sit and expect me not to be offended. Do you know what? In some chats, you may get away with being racist and bigots and whatever, but not where I am, mate. No way near. Because just like I banned that other flat earther for using the N-word.
Yeah.
Look, if you can't be decent and respectful people, go away.
Exactly.
Logan, there was just no need for it. And it was ages ago that it happened. And he's just come in and said he wasn't racist. He was a bigot at best. No, you literally used the racist term.
Even if he was a bigot at best, is that not ban-worthy?
I dare him to go and say it in Michael Khan's, because I tell you, he'll rip you a new one.
That's it. I mean, there's no need for it. There's no need for it.
Chilling. I'm so white they call me Daz.
Dude, I'm pale blue. I'm from the northeast Scotland. I have to
No, that
sunbathe.
picture though.
I have to
That picture you
sunbathe to
got,
get.
son.
I have to sunbathe to get white. What picture?
That
This
picture
one.
of us.
But this one here.
Yeah, you call it the sun. In
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're brown as
I'm
me.
red. I'm red though. I'm reading colour. Look. I think. Hold on, you see it better like if I do it that way. Do it that way. Oh, no, it's still the same size. It doesn't make a difference. I think you can see my freckles, but
It's true.
yeah, I'm still red.
Logan.
I'm still red.
Hi, Heron. Logan, the problem I have is I've been very open about the fact that I have half Asian kids, and it's not a secret, and people know it. So when somebody's putting that in chat and saying, "Oh, they've got curry breath" and that,
they know.
And not just that, Michael Kahn, like, and it's not acceptable, and it's not like you wouldn't take the piss out of somebody for having a disability. So why are you being racist to people because of the color of their skin or where they come from? Like, make it make sense.
Or what they bloody eat. You know
No,
what I mean?
but they all go on a channel where the bloke is mixed race, he's half black. So you wouldn't, they wouldn't say it to him, they wouldn't say it to Khan, but they can say it in chat where I am. And then I'm the problem. No, mate, I ain't racist and I'm not a bigot. Maybe they want to look at themselves, because I ain't never put a racist word in any chat.
No, that's funny. Buzzer says when my son was young, his friends were talking about parents. They said dad, white, mom black. My son said mom's white and dad's gray. He didn't know how to say tan. That's a beauty. Heron, I asked you yesterday, I don't know if you replied to me. Did Vicky sent you the link for Donald Farger Cruisers?
Yeah, she texted me back.
Oh, did you like it? Do you like the dude singing Donald Farger Cruisers?
She said, haha, wow, it's so weird seeing a kid so grown up, lot. Kids I work with his age and can't even tell time or stand in a line. To be fair, Heron, I live in the UK, right? There's people that are fully grown pensioners that can't stand in a line.
Here you go. John says, I'm inbred Welsh and German Jew. Beat that.
And
you couldn't, could you? That one, bro.
Sheep shagger.
A sheep shagging Nazi crooked nose. Is that what you are?
Nah.
That's me being funny. That's not me being racist. It's because everybody else says that.
My brother-in-law is Welsh.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous because I don't agree with calling someone by the features just to say who they are. I'd rather someone say small hat than crooked nose. You know
the Irish are called dumb.
Just say Jew. You know?
I was raised Catholic in the 80s and early 90s. Like, I was called a T-wrist and everything. And I didn't even know.
Yeah, Fenian. There he is, talking to the devil.
Send the racist twats, Michael Carver. I said that, Michael, though, but they won't. This is the thing, Michael. They think it's all okay when you're not on the panel to say stuff, and then to tell me it wasn't a racist comment.
Yeah,
like
it was on a plane.
They wouldn't come and say it to you, so why are they saying it where I am?
Exactly, Michael. It was on a plane. It was about two weeks to go in Flatses, and he started going on it. You know the P word for Pakistani. Well, he said about them, and then Graham followed it up with them curry munching breath, whatever.
You're gonna have to give Michael a spanner.
I gave him a spanner.
When?
Just now.
Oh.
I've just given Michael a spanner. There he is. Where'd your wrench go, Michael?
No, but my issue is, like, Banner's mixed race. One of his parents is black. Like, they wouldn't go in his and say the N-word to him. So why is it acceptable to say, and like curry breath, Michael, if someone come up to you and said you've got curry breath because of your name, you'd knock them out, and you would.
Exactly. There you go, Michael. I've had all them insults all my life. So you're not going to sit and take it in a chat. You know what I mean? And the thing is, they had chances. Like one got banned and the other just got timed out. He was lucky he didn't get banned on that day. And then when he come in the other day here, he said, Vicky mentioned something quickly about it. And he says, no, I don't want to talk about this and all that. Just leave it. I was back. But then he comes in today and starts saying that. He didn't want to talk about it then, but now he wants to talk about it. Well, so
because he was saying that I was banning people and that people were scared. They didn't know what they could say. Well, I tell you what you can't say is a racist word anywhere I am, especially when it comes to my kids. Like, they wouldn't come and say it to my face, so don't say it.
Exactly. Right, there you go. And Heron says, I have curry bread quite frequently. It's good stuff.
It is. Like, I love curry, but my half Asian son hates curry. So he defo don't have curry breath, does he?
No, exactly. Where did his spanner go? That's just a personal thing. That's just a personal thing, Derek. It doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? It's just something that happened between us. It's all good. We're all good. It's things that's in the past and it's all good. He's got his spanner back now. I can't take
what we mean is,
that's it. I forgot that. Michael doesn't even like curry. He can't take spicy food.
No, Bailey.
Bailey, you did it yourself, babe.
I know.
Shit for it the other night.
I know. He hates curry. Like, hates it. Will not eat it.
Yeah.
So when they're saying that every Asian's got curry breath, like, you're so full of shite. I used to go around my two oldest kids, their grandparents' house, and they used to make me a sausage sandwich because their curry was too hot for me. Like, I just don't. If you can't be civil and act like an adult instead of acting like a racist yob in chat, like, go suck a doorknob covered in shite, you racist twats. I hate it. And then I've had dickhead trolls lying about me, saying that I timed them out and banned them, and I said I'm going to ban anyone that mentions Satan's short season. No, I didn't. I said I'm going to ban anyone who's pushing it like a cult, like they do. Like, go frig off, you friggin' idiots.
Yeah. Right, so we get on with the topic and stop giving them so much airtime.
Can I just say, though, to Graham, Honor, and to the lawyers, the best bit of you ran down your mum's leg.
Right, I know. Right, let's get this video up. Yeah, like I said, this is a video just came across from it's not like a scriptural channel that I usually do. It's just one of my entertainment channels that I watch now and again called Scaretheater. And it's I don't know, it's some guy that drinks and then starts going in mad rants about when he's under alcohol called Boozetubes. And the only reason when I started playing, I was just going to watch it. I wasn't going to use it as a stream. But the first thing I heard him say when he was drunk was about Jesus. So I thought, stop that. Let's do it for a stream. Because I wasn't even got to stream this afternoon because I'm on tonight, you know. So, yeah, this was only meant to be an hour stream and we're only 45 minutes in. So let's back on it. Right, let's get it done. So it's completely different from what we usually do. You know, there's no scripture involved, you know, what bit.
Do you need to take Graham's spanner?
No, I've banned him.
Michael, do you know what gets me though, right? Because I learned off you and Paul and PJ and Keith, right? But mainly you and Paul, because you and Paul never took no shite. But they don't go after you like they do me. And it's because I'm a woman that they think they can. Like, I didn't. We all know if I time somebody out, I admit it, or I ban them. Whether they're one of us or one of the others, it does not matter. Just because they think that, just because we're all friends doesn't mean you can get away with saying whatever you like in chat. No, and exactly. It doesn't. Like, PJ's had emails because someone sends in super chats. How many super chats have I banned?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, the person who emailed me said, "Oh, I'm always respect." You know, the first thing he said is, "When I come to flats, I always give him money, and I'm always respectful." So the first thing you said is, I shouldn't be banned because I give money, or I shouldn't be timed out because I give money. That's what you said, basically.
No, but that's the attitude that Luca and AA had.
I know. Anyway, can we stop it there because they're getting too much airtime, babe? It's 45 minutes in.
You know it.
Oh, for goodness sake. Don't give her any bloody ideas.
No, but I'm sick of it.
I'm joking.
Dickheads
Anyway.
playing victim when they're not.
I know. Right, let's do it.
So as you guys know, I talk about a lot of
Like I say, it's not the normal channels. This is just one of the channels I watch for entertainment type thing. Now and again, it's just when they come up. I'm stuck to it. Just whenever anything comes up, I might watch it. As you can see the type of things he does there. But his link is in the description, Scaretheater, if you want to have a look at him anyway. It's there. But yeah, the ranting 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the intro takes about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what I'm doing. So yeah, pretty much been ranting a little bit.
45
we
minutes.
showed Jim's observation as well.
45 minutes is a quick rant for me, if I'm being honest. I could rant 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You could. Anyway, let's carry on.
dark topics on this channel, and with enough of that, it can lead to keeping me up at night. We all know how important sleep is, so before starting the video, I want to introduce how today's sponsor.
Oh, so before starting the video, you'll do your sponsor. Let's not do the sponsor. Get past the sponsor. There we go. Looks like it's about it.
One night of using this, I was already feeling the benefits of getting proper sleep, like increasing
CBD as well in it. That should be pretty cool. You should get some.
this. I've fallen asleep faster than ever. In a clinical study, 93 Scaretheater, or scan the QR code to get up to 40% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Discount is auto applied at checkout. Now back to the video.
For A gave its begotten country, so that everyone who believed in Jesus would perish and have eternal lose. Dictators.
Oh, that's what he said. So everybody who believes in Jesus shall have eternal, what was it? Eternal death and lose. Oh, that's what he said. So he's being detrimental to Christianity, or he's being very insulting towards Christ then, obviously. Okay.
What's up?
Yeah.
You can play the video while you read. It's called multitasking.
Worship me, probably, or yeah, hell, they rip.
I've got rigged.
I was about to say that to you anyway, but I forgot to put it in. Yeah, I know, but that wasn't the point. That wasn't my point about it. I know you could have been right.
No, I know that, but
yeah, I know. Listen, Michael, the link's at the top. Michael knows he can come in if he wants.
I don't think I'll be here that long because I feel really angry.
And don't be silly, it's fine.
No, but I do feel angry.
Well, it's because of what's been going on. Just chill, breathe, pray to Jesus. Under your breath, pray to Jesus. Get your peace back. Don't babe, it bugs me as well. But can't let him take the peace. Exactly, Michael. Wow. And you know, like to say, Michael, the link's at the top if you need to come in.
From 2019 to 2022, a series of odd videos were uploaded to YouTube under the name Boozetubes Review.
What's up, boozers?
You've been swimming. I've been swimming, so you're just in the bathroom, been swimming. At least listen, dude. Last time I seen you, you were looking like you were toning up a bit by the looks of it. I know I didn't see you with top off and that, but just the way you were sitting, you looked as though you were like toned. It looked as though have you been going swimming regularly? Because that's what I need to do then to try and shift some of this weight. You know what I mean?
We have Southern Prohibition.
They featured an unkempt man doing a quote-unquote review.
Southern Prohibition. So people are right. So basically what he's doing is reviewing alcohol. But I dare say he goes into rants about things afterwards. And it's from Scaretheater, so I'm presuming something scary happens, maybe. Oh, you've been hitting the weights as well. That's why, bro. If you're hitting the weights, then you're losing weight, and then you're building muscle as well. So you're toning and building at the same time, as well as losing But that's excellent, bro. Excellent. I need to do it.
Of a particular beer. These reviews were nothing more than just a guy getting absolutely plastered on camera and going into drunken rants.
Little demonic creepazoids who are crawl up the trousers of Boy Scouts and piss in the cookies of Girl Scouts.
The content and
Pissing the cookies of Girl Scouts. Well, now see, a lot of people do these things just to be edgy, and get somewhere, you know. So people listen to them, and people will hate on them. So they know if people listen to them and hate on them, the haters will follow them just to troll them. You know what I mean? And I mean troll in a good way. In this kind of instance, I meant like try and correct him or whatever. But then you will get trolls who will be dead against him and say you're nothing but a pisshead and all that. So he's doing it to be edgy and get a load of trolls, anti-drinkers, drinkers, all that, just so he's got the following, just so he's got the views. He might actually believe what he's saying when he's drinking, but I do think he's trying to be edgy. Go on, babe.
Can I just say though, I do what he does, but sober. And do you know what? I love the trolls because they give me content, they give me views, they give me everything. It's true, but they do. Hi, Kim. But they do. They literally, I would have no content if it weren't for anti-flat earthers and trolls. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I haven't been swimming since 2004, bro. Since I've done my feet accident, 2011, I definitely haven't swam. So I don't know if I still can with how my feet move. I dare say I'll still be able to stay afloat. But how far am I going to be able to actually swim with my feet when they don't flatten? They'll be sticking down the way. You know what I mean? So I won't be able to stretch them out to...
No, but you'd be in less pain because you ain't got the pressure on your feet.
Of course, but I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to be propelled through the water. You know what I mean?
Upload frequency was so perplexing that this actually made its way to the Deep Into YouTube subreddit.
Can I just say though, I do get more views on my rants than I do on any other streams. Like my mental health stream, I don't think got as much as my rants does.
As many.
Yeah.
As confusing and silly as it looks on the surface.
Much and many and whatever.
Much is a cost, and many is a quantity.
I don't care. PJ corrects me when I say things like bought.
Like you do.
Bought, I bought it, brought it, and he's like, you bought it. You didn't brought it, you bought it.
Brought means you're bringing something. Bought means you're buying it.
Whatever. Same difference.
I assure you, the reality of how this all started is one of the darkest things I have ever seen. This is how Boozetube Review came to be.
I'm going to delete that comment, Aaron.
I know a girl who stopped drinking Pepsi and lost it. I put it up and you have to say something fast. You're a weirdo. Say it then, babe.
I said I'm going to delete that comment because I love Pepsi.
I knew you'd say something like that.
I'm not really.
Trolling for some trolls. Keep trolling. 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 Love that song, Chillin'.
The mind behind Boozetube Review is a man from Tupelo, Mississippi, named Terry Tyler.
All right, y'all, what's going on? My name is Terry Tyler here from Tupelo.
His channel, currently under the name of X, was created in 2013, but his first upload was in 2014. At this time, Terry was 25 years old, and his content was significantly different from what we know today. His main passion seemed to be focused on storm chasing, with these videos being nearly the only thing he...
From storm chasing to ranting from alcohol. But storm chasing, I mean, it's dangerous, but a lot of people do this. They're really interested. I mean, people do this on YouTube as well still. And a lot of people have actually died and they've filmed themselves dying. You know what I mean? The camera, they've managed to get the phone back and getting some videos of the camera, catching the last moments. Well, go on and say it.
Speaking of trolls, I had Sergio comment on an old vid this morning. Funny that, because we were talking about him last night because it was a lot like Deja Vu.
Yeah, it was a bit Vujade. What video did he comment on? Was it a Trinity video by any chance?
He uploaded for the first couple years of the channel. He even had a
Hold
Twitter
on.
page.
Derek said something. When I came around to Flat Earth, another Christian brother on YouTube got so upset with me, he made a bunch of alternate accounts pretending to be different people and followed me around on YouTube, trashing me. That's bad, man. It's bad. Well, that's what trolls do.
You know what, though?
Trolls do.
I've had that same problem, Derek. And do you know what? It comes back to Big Slap Oink and I think Sergio, because they were aware of the troll account, Miss Mod Queen B, in November last year. I've only been aware of that account for a month and they are tagging it. So I would say, I'm no Miss Marple, but I would say that they are my trolls.
So it was on a little season video and he's pestering you about a Trinity video you said you'd do. Oh, no doubt. Idiots, man. Idiots. Sergio actually tried to come in here when Vara came in my chat and I said, Vara, you're not welcome, go. He was trying to get me going and all that kind of stuff, get in. And then because I said go back to Sergio ended up coming up and was backstage trying to get in. And I ended up like, yo, dude, you are not welcome here. Go away. You'll never be welcome. I choose to love you through Christ, but I will never like you. I will never like you after what you've done.
Michael said sometimes pigs slap back, Vicky. Do you know what though, Michael, right? These people make videos about me and PJ being fat. Like, I've got a mirror, I buy my clothes. Do you think I don't know how fat I am, you dipsticks? And also, like, they're crusty. Like, that old man is crusty, right? He wants to be concentrating on what life he's got left, not what I'm doing.
I mean, yeah.
And salty, Mr. Salty Sergio, he could just go suck a doorknob.
Exactly. He's a numpty. Where the heck is that? Where's that gone? What? Where's that gone?
What gone?
Picture I had.
Of what?
Hold on. All right, there it is. It's fine. Yeah. We're talking about this dude.
Terry Tyler.
No.
And coincidentally,
this is Big Slap. This is Big Slapper, and he's talking about other people's weights. He's putting Vicky's face on a obese woman in the sea. So that's not slagging Vicky off. He's trying to slag Vicky off, but he's actually slagging he's body shaming another woman that he doesn't even know. And this is the guy who's going about saying it. He says he comes in all nice to Flatter's chat. I come on nice, not just saying hello, and I get banned. I get kicked out. And all that stuff. Yeah, calls her Jezebel, makes videos about her, makes videos about us, and goes on about people can't hear us both at the same time. Goes on about people who how they look. You know what I mean? He's 2 steps away from being Sean Hawkins. 2 steps away from being Sean Hawkins, man. He looks like Sean Hawkins, just a little bit more weight on him. But
no, but
also look at the eyes. Hold on. Look at the eyes. He has got no spirit in his eyes. There's no Holy Spirit living in that guy. I'm telling you.
No, but he called me a dirty Jezebel, right? Yeah. He's literally got a mouldy wall. You might want to check yourself, you crusty old man.
Exactly. Anyway,
wow,
that him who goes on about people's looks and things like that. You know what I mean? And there he is. I'm just showing.
No, but weirdly, the other day there was a sock come in and it was saying things that Salty says, right? And because I don't know if you know, Michael, recently my cousin unalived himself, and they were telling me in chat that I'm going to be dead in 5 years. I'm going to get lung cancer and everything. And then I said, what a thing to say to someone whose cousin's just died. And they went, I don't care about your cousin.
No, exactly. They're idiots.
And all this shit. Like, they're just vulgar pieces of shite.
Right, can we get off him now?
He was the one, can you remember the troll who stuck up for Sean Hawkins?
Yes. He was him. I know. Looks like bald Sean. He does. But Derek says something like, PJ is about the same size as my older brother. They have some extra pounds, but it's not unhealthy weight. No, I mean, I hold it well. It looks not too bad on me, but I know the weight I'm meant to be at, so I feel uncomfortable in it. But I do, if I look in the mirror or someone says to me, I'm looking healthy, I'm like, you mean fat? And I say, no, you look healthy. I do think I can hold it well, but I do think I've gone over my limit of what I hold well. So I need to start coming back down to 14 stone-ish from, I'm probably about 17 and a half and 18. So I need to lose 3.5 stone maybe. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's carry on. I'm getting nowhere with it.
It's south chasing. At a certain point, however, the storm chasing uploads slowly started to decrease in frequency, and Terry would start introducing new content. The newer stuff really highlighted how great of a guy Terry was. He was intelligent and passionate about certain topics. In 2015, he created an hour-long documentary called Tupelo's Tree Champion, where he talks—
Sorry, I just have to say, he's a dick nose. I bet he pulls the girls. I'm sure he does.
The dead ones.
Yeah, I was going to say, they've got no life in them.
about a historic tree that he believes may be the oldest tree in Tupelo, Mississippi.
That tree is possibly the oldest tree in town and nobody knows about it.
He put a great deal of effort into the whole thing, contacting a forestry professor from Mississippi State University and setting up a meeting with the Mississippi Forestry Commission to measure the tree. He also—
I'm wondering if he ends up doing away with someone and putting them in the tree or something near the tree. I don't know. We'll find out. Are you okay?
Yeah, baby. Heaven said I lost quite a bit of weight once I cut out sugar, dairy, and wheat. Do you know, though, I love bread, white bread as well.
Yeah.
And I do. Like, I could live off it. I'm not going to lie.
Vicky eats it. Vicky will eat bread dry.
No, I'll put butter on it.
But you would eat dry if you didn't have any butter.
No, if it's fresh, I'll just squish it together and eat it because it's nice. Not my bad thing.
Score in a brothel. He couldn't score in a brothel with a score.
also appeared to be a stand-up member of his community, doing a lot to try and improve the people around him. In 2016, he appeared in the local news when he attended a computer science convention where he spoke about the importance of teaching technology literacy to kids. He even made a video where he promoted the Faith Food Pantry and tried to persuade people to volunteer. One of his greatest goals, however, seemed to be entrepreneurship.
You're taking it really serious, ain't you, Michael? Like swimming in weights and that, because he's saying breeding tatties are my poison. Been hard not eating them.
Do you know what?
Bro, I've seen how you cook as well. You cook a fair bit of food. So like,
Yeah, but he bakes his own bread.
That's my point. That's my point.
Like, no, I couldn't do it. Do you know what? I'll die happy and fat, and you'll die craving bread and tatties.
No, I'm definitely going to lose some weight. You're not going to die unhappy. Dave, you said you're going to try and lose the same as me. You know, not the same.
But I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay to lose weight.
What do you mean pay?
Because me getting some thingies, some Monjaro.
Some what?
Some Monjaro.
What's that?
For weight loss.
It's not amphetamine, babe, is it?
No, you weirdo.
Well, as long as it's not amphetamine based, okay. All right, cool.
This is something he talked about a lot on his channel, and he even appeared in the news again in 2017 when he attended an employability boot camp, where he said he hoped he would learn skills that would help him in business.
I'm hoping to gain some entrepreneurial knowledge and
But
gain some...
everybody thinks they should cut out all carbs. You shouldn't cut out all carbs. Really shouldn't. Some carbs are good for you. You need some carbs. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in the gym, you have to have carbs of some sort. You know?
See what Mike said.
Carbs help build the muscle.
Mike.
Mm.
Potatoes.
That is potatoes, spuds.
Potato.
That is. That's what the north of England call them, and Scotland. That is. Like Michael would probably say tatties. I say tatties.
I say potatoes.
In the southern Scotland, say dotties. Dotties. Dotties.
personal skills that enable me to compete.
Terry did have a few attempted business ventures, but none of them ever seemed to really show any success. In 2015, he filed an LLC to start a company called Mid-South.
Pay me, Vicky, I will nearly use shot in your bedroom with no but water.
No. Why would I? I'll just go online and order them, and then I'll lose weight.
media. The company's operation seemed to be through the documentaries Terry posted to his YouTube channel, as well as a website he created called stormnavigator.biz. He offered a few different services here, including advertising, storm chasing tours, and stock media services. Although this never saw any serious success, it seemed Terry was passionate about it. Based off these early videos, Terry just seemed like a normal guy. So it's hard to imagine how only a couple years later, he would end up doing what we
Dylan says, 8 bacon pies, tomatoes, and the weight fast left off you. If I just eat pies, it will. if I eat bacon, then I'll be eating too much of it.
Can I just say that every time I eat peas, I choke?
Why?
I don't know. I end up
you probably
breathing
breathe them in there. That's probably why you breathe
Well,
them
I can't help it. I'm a mouth breather, not a nose breather.
Oh, there you go.
We know him for today. There were a couple of early warning signs, but even with these, I'd never have guessed what would have happened. In many of Terry's earlier videos, we could see him drinking beer at some parts. It always seems to just be a casual drink, and he never appears to be drunk, but knowing what we know now, it's interesting to point this out. We can infer that he likely did not have a healthy relationship with alcohol, given that in 2017, he uploaded over 20 hours of him reading the Alcoholics Anonymous book. In addition,
Crest he was drinking. 2 secs. Just got to check. Because if that was Crest, we used to have one over here called Crest, which was one up from the 9% as it was 10% beers. And that's strong.
I think I've been sober 19 months.
That's good, baby. It's really good.
Alcohol, given that in 2017, he uploaded over 20 hours of him reading the Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, he's reading the AA book. So that means when he's reading the AA book, he will probably do it in conjunction with the Bible. Sometimes AA works for people. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I think, yes, it was based on Christian principles, but a God of your own understanding. I mean, people are praying to their cars to another person. You know, I mean, that's idolatry. It's blasphemy in the end, you know, so... Yeah, I don't know how much I agree with it, you know.
Not cars after the other day.
Anonymous book. In addition, he also read the Hazelden Meditations 24 Hours a Day book. This is a book about sobriety. He clearly struggled with addiction, and...
You didn't get what I meant by cars, did you? Not cars.
What?
Not after the other day. The cars. When you said people pray to cars and that, and I said not cars. Not after the other day.
What you mean? The guy was like, and he's making love to his car.
Yeah, but that's just weird.
Of course, it's weird.
There's good reason to believe he at least experimented with other substances too.
He had the car as a headboard.
No, carry on, babe. I forgot what I was going to say. It's fine, carry on.
He had the car as a headboard after he broken up with the car.
I know, it was awful. And then the car crashed and he was all upset. You know what I mean? So 10 years later, he's going with someone else, so another car. I mean, the thing is, he even called the car a he name, you know, Chase, rather than the girl's name. You know,
yeah, we got a girl car now.
No, the car was called Lex, the new one.
No, it was a female car, the second one, because I said
he's a car sexual that doesn't. He's a car sexual bisexual. Bisexual.
No, it's car sexual because he likes cars, not bikes.
There you go.
2018, he uploaded a video called How to Homebrew Ayahuasca.
I've taken the Ayahuasca challenge. I don't know how it goes, so we're actually taking you from a layman to a shaman.
For anyone that doesn't know, ayahuasca is one of the world's most powerful psychedelics. It's a brew of plants and roots that contain DMT, and traditionally, it was used by indigenous cultures in South America. I think Terry making this video was incredible.
That was kind of a point there, right? Yeah, I mean, you can't get a lot from the AA book, the big book, of course. Some of the principles are in there, are biblical principles, absolutely, without a doubt. But then you've got all these steps to take. I mean, it almost sounds like you're working for salvation. And when you're taking these steps, you have to do this. You have to make sure that anybody that you've ever offended, if you can actually get to them and make up for it, then you have to.
Can I?
So to me, that's works. To me, that's works. It's not a good message. But yeah, I get it. There's no principles that There's lots of Prince. There's lots of. Oh my goodness. Why do you keep doing to everybody do it to me? Why? Oh my God, why? Right. Can't remember. But yeah, no, some of the Prince. Oh my goodness!
You said you couldn't remember.
Yeah, but that just doesn't mean to say I'm finished. Right? No, carry on. I think no, carry on. I think everybody knows what I meant. Go on, babe.
I was gonna say, I've had obviously struggles in the past with alcohol. When I quit drinking, it wasn't because I was drinking it all the time or anything. It was just that I don't like myself when I drink.
No.
I'm not a nice person when I drink.
No, you're not.
And I think,
and I'm telling the truth, I don't like Vicky when she drinks.
No, I don't like Vicky when she drinks. And the thing is, like, until you feel that in yourself, you're never gonna stop. Like, and that's the thing. Like, you have to do it for you. You can't do it for other people. Like, it's all right, other people saying, "Well, I don't like you when you drink," or "I don't like this," or "I don't like that." But you've got to see in you the stuff that the other people are seeing. And for me, I know what drunk Vicky is like, and I don't like it. And for me, I choose not to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you have to get to that place, otherwise it's not going to happen. If I'm being honest,
right. It's got to be. You've got to recognize it and choose it.
For me, years ago, the hardest thing at one point for me to say was I was an alcoholic, and I couldn't say it because I didn't even think it. And I was a raging alcoholic, but I didn't think I was.
No, because you don't. You think you can deal with it.
But no, you have to just want to stop. Exactly. Otherwise, it's always going to be. You're never going to stop thinking like I could do with a drink.
Of course.
But you stop yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Jono says that I became a genius when I was pissed, chilling. Everything, expert at everything. Then he said I was scared of not being drunk. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, not drink for me, but drugs. You know what I mean? Heroin and crack and that. Then Jono, I went full rocket scientist to chilling. That's it.
No,
that's it.
But it is. Living in your head without a drink is completely different to living in your head with a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And it's harder. And we drink to suppress things, and that's the thing. But look, alcohol is a depressant, and it's never going to make you, if you're in a bad mood or you're sad or whatever, it's never going to make you happy, and it's not.
No, exactly. Now, Jono says about law, what about sports? Jono's actually talking Scottish, you know, he's talking Doric, that's brilliant. Law, what about sport? It should be fit about sports, but that's fine. About's good. And he says, fit about sports, chilling. World's best law. That's the thing, though. I mean, some sports, if you try and play football when you're drunk, not happening. You cannot play football worth of crap. But if you have a few pints and play pool or darts, that does help you. When I think I'm a better player at pool when I've had 2 pints. Not that I haven't drunk in good few years, and I can play pool without alcohol. But I think if you have a couple of pints, it does help you play better. If you get drunk, then your game's all over the place. But if you just have like a couple of pints, just enough to take the edge off, so to speak, I think you play better, darts or pool. But when it comes to like football, things like that, anything that's more energetic, not happening.
But Chilling's right. Drink pulls all the bad stuff, memories back for me, and lots of others. Yeah, without a doubt. And you drink to suppress feelings, thoughts, whatever, and it's just not good. Absolutely. Not for me anyway.
Absolutely.
Irresponsible. Ayahuasca is some serious stuff. It's not your typical shrooms or acid trip. This stuff should not be taken lightly. I actually have some
But by drunk, call 999 high. That's it. Straight away.
experience with this here. When I was 19 years old, I actually went to Peru for an ayahuasca retreat where we took this stuff with a shaman. And trust me, this is not the kind of thing anyone should be doing for fun, especially if they're with an
Now, the guy speaking is this guy here. I've never seen him before, but I never pictured him looking like this. It just doesn't look like that in my head, but there you go.
Hi, DJ.
Hey, new moon in the house. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, DJ New Moon. I play better with a couple of pints. You know what I mean? If I was drunk, if I was steaming and like really drunk, no. But a couple of pints, take the edge off, perfect.
But Derek said my dad was an alcoholic and he stopped.
Fair
I'm
play.
not going to advise that because you shouldn't.
No, of course.
Became a dry drunk,
anyway,
just a mean person to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, it caused me to reconsider how to approach it for me. I think, look, my granddad was an alcoholic. He weren't violent or nothing. He was just a dickhead. But you've also got to remember, like, we all suffer from the trauma we had growing up, whether it was from a parent or whoever. We all have trauma in our life, and
Right.
for me, drinking brings it all back. Hi, Sandro.
That's right. Yeah, hi, Sandro. That's what I was saying. That's what I was going to say because I already put it up. Hey, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Experienced people. So yeah, just a quick disclaimer, don't do this, guys, or any other drugs for that matter. Luckily for Terry, this didn't actually work.
All right, lo and behold, I've drank about 3 cups of this
Down to 600 again. So we know who's just done something for me.
stuff, and it's pretty much bull.
I could run you through the reasons why this didn't work, but that would take a minute, and that's not really the focus of the video. So to make it as brief and simplified as possible,
I am going to predict that because of what happened today, that I'm going to have a couple of other people that's going to unsub for me. Well, one at least.
Can I just say, though,
I'm not going to mention names, babe. I'm not mentioning names.
No, but I really hope racist people unsub from me if they're
Well, there
even
you go.
sub.
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely.
he didn't brew it properly, and the roots he bought didn't actually contain the main psychedelic component of ayahuasca. I also want to strongly reiterate to not try this, and especially don't try it if you're on an SSRI medication.
Absolutely. Don't try this. No advice, all that kind of stuff. In chat, like, people have got personal things, but because I'm live, I am saying to people out there that you shouldn't try this. This is just for entertainment purposes and educational purposes.
This
This
always
is not
consult your
advice.
doctor.
This is not advice or anything like that. We are doing this as educational. What, babe?
Always consult your doctor.
Absolutely, 100%.
Ayahuasca contains something called an MAOI, and if you combine an SSRI with an MAOI, it could literally kill you. I'm not exaggerating. So let's make it simple and just don't do it. Anyway, there are no other videos of Terry using any other substances other than alcohol on his channel, so we can't really be sure if he was using other psychedelics or not.
If you are a social drinker, then even social drinkers, when they drink, can be assholes. But at the same time, it doesn't mean to say they're addicted to it just because they're an asshole. You know what I mean? But yeah, a social drinker is cool enough. You can do it recreational, that's fine. But like you said, he says, my problem was I drank all the beer.
Without my relationship with alcohol has been the way it is, because when I was younger, you know, like you do when you're a teenager, you go and get drunk with your mates. So my mum would always beat me when I went home, and for me, so when I drank, I was always ready to fight, because that's what I learned from her. Like as soon as I went home drunk as a kid, I was battered, and I think sometimes the trauma, it's just too much.
Right. That's it. Absolutely.
I don't know if he was hoping for some kind of spiritual experience out of this, or if he just wanted to get high, but he definitely did show other unconventional interests. Particularly,
I do believe if you take things like these, yes, they could be decent experiences, but if you're doing a spiritual experience, I do not think it's going to be of the Holy Spirit. Sorry.
when he uploaded a video called Mississippi Nudist Society in 2019.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Can't think of another other way to go than being in the nude.
This was the video where his behavior seemed the strangest to me.
Being in the nude, and he's not actually in the nude. Not that I want him to be, but you know, some people go on mad rants. Did you see that, baby? Babe. She's obviously not.
What Heron said.
Yeah.
Thank you, hon. Look, it doesn't bother me. I've lived with it for the majority of my life.
Hey, can you ask the question? Because I still haven't seen the answer to. Did you like Donald versus Trousers?
Yes, she did. I told you she did.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Crying out loud.
I do not cry loud.
You do.
Okay.
At least before the whole Boozetube review series started. The video is a vlog of him talking about some sort of nudist society meeting that's apparently taking place at a restaurant called Mugshots. It's confusing to follow since he doesn't really explain what is actually happening very clearly, and even when he talks to the hostess of the restaurant, she gets a little confused.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
One on the back.
On the back?
Yeah, where the burner is.
Oh, it's actually full at the moment.
Okay. Is that who's out there? Is that the nudists?
What?
Is it the nudists? Because I'm here with the nudist committee.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay. Well, let me.
So they're the nudist committee. I mean, why say that if it's not true?
Heron said sometimes we need to put up boundaries and sometimes it's uncomfortable. Not for me, it's not. I don't talk to my family. My family are toxic. I am always looked down at because I have mental health problems and I've been an alcoholic. So yeah, not for me, it's not. Look, nobody is exempt from being toxic and expelled from my life except PJ and my kids. And the dog.
I've been expelled from your life.
Oh no, you get expelled every day.
Up here.
He gets a little ranty at the end, and it just feels.
Oh, he gets a little ranty at the end. Oh, Ranty's in this. Oh, Ranty's in this video, guy. I'm not joking. There you go, babe. Look.
Heron, right? Look, I told them all what I thought of them, and I ain't never spoke to them since. They don't know where I live, and it's staying like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Disorganized.
Always stay intact. How you carry yourself, your image, it can be powerful.
I mean, what? I'm sorry. I mean, it's not my mom, but what mother buys a house so she can rent it to you, rather than having enough money and buying you the house and just giving you it, but buys a house so she can rent it to you, and then gets you evicted from it. I don't
Look, I very much think my mum has undiagnosed BPD, or she's a narcissist. Either way, it is what it is. But look, unlike my sisters and that, I don't talk to my mum because her money means nothing to me, and they live in mommy's pocket, so they do everything mommy wants them to do because she'll buy them. And do you know what? My mum, in my whole life, once she told me she loved me and she was drunk.
Yeah.
That's the only time. She doesn't tell anyone she loves them. She gives everyone money. But then me, she bought a house, paid cash for it, and then charged me ridiculous rent for it that I couldn't even afford, and then evicted me. So do you know what? It is what it is. Look.
And the thing is, if she'd just given Vicky the house, it wouldn't have been nothing to her.
No, it wouldn't. No, it's not even a blot on her. But and then
anything that with no money coming back is a loss to her.
Yeah, because she has to. She wants to make money off her money, and that's all it is. Like my sister, my mum had a dog, right, and the dog had hip dysplasia. My mum paid £20,000 for operations for the dog. My sister said to her, and bearing in mind, my little sister is the favourite. My sister said to her, would you pay if I needed an operation? And my mum said, no, you have the NHS. And so you would pay for a dog, but not your kid. Like I've known my mum give £10,000 to somebody she'd known a little bit, lent them it, 10 grand, because they owned a canal boat and they were friends and blah, blah, blah. That person did a runner and never paid her back. She never once tried to ruin that person's life. She tried to ruin my life. She said I robbed her credit card. I haven't seen her for years. And at that point, I hadn't seen her for years. How am I? And I'd got a new tattoo. I haven't had another tattoo since my one for my dad. She's nothing but toxic, like completely toxic. And you have to remove it from your life, otherwise it rots you.
That's it. Toxicity levels have to be dropped.
You're not born with it. It's anybody can do it. I really think it's something that can be trained. And right now we're calling all the nudists, calling all the dogs. I didn't want to say it.
The description is even weirder, as he talks about how he can't even get into his Facebook account because it's been rigged. He then writes,
Oh yes, it does, exactly, Chillin. He says, I hate money. It causes so much hate and division between friends and family. That's because people have a love of money.
Do you know what though? Like
money we need, but if you've got a love of money, it's all downhill. It's all downhill.
Look,
there's no fulfillment in your life if you've got love money.
I've lived different lives. Like money and objects don't mean anything to me, and they don't like. I'd rather be poor and happy than rich and a bitch.
There you go. There you go. But here it says, I cannot get into this Mississippi Nudist Society. I cannot get into the Facebook account. It is being rigged. However, as the under, I think it means founder, Terry John Taylor, I do say that they are rigging us and practice your nudism. Oh my goodness. Watch out, Coach Terry Taylor from, oh my goodness, this dude.
best way to go is the nude. Do not let them crush your benefits of moonbathing, sunbathing, and esoteric metaphysicism. If this feels like it's super off track, trust me, it's not. I'm including this video for a very specific reason. This video and the context around it foreshadow.
It is, Darren. Jillian, all that is the design of Babylon. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Future events that we'll get to shortly.
The start of Boozetube review.
On September 20th, 2019, Terry uploaded a video that would change everything. Boozetube Review 1.
Alright, we get this thing here.
This first review features him drinking a beer while working on his car. It's by no means professional, but I'd say it definitely comes off as a legitimate review. But at the end of the video, he says something very concerning.
I wanted to build this channel to do good things for people. And unfortunately, there's a lot of things that just aren't that good. And if you're out there, you know, particularly if you're one of my kids, people that follows me, my mentees, you think about drinking that stuff because you'll lash out. I promise you this.
This is strange.
Unless you're really sharp. Bring in the drinking, bring in a significant other, and just count down to a domestic violence. If you drink every single day, and your significant other drinks every day, and you're sitting there, the day is going to come where you may have an alcohol-induced freakout.
The next couple of reviews are all basically the same concepts, but in almost every early review he had, he always warned about the dangers of drinking.
You know, by the way, if you're under 21, don't drink. And if you don't drink, think about it, because it will can ruin your life. If you continue to drink...
Hold on. You're under 21, don't drink, but think about it. It's like he's advising you not to, then advising you to, but then saying don't. I don't know, contradictory a lot. Obviously, don't get into something like that.
Drink. There's going to be a problem. If you don't drink, I don't recommend you do.
I think these videos started as a cry for help, and it's sad that he didn't get the help that he needed. A lot of these videos...
It certainly seems that way, doesn't it? It certainly seems that way. Hey, Big Pine Sailing. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, it certainly seems that way, doesn't it? Like it was probably a cry for help, but then it's kind of turned into something else, maybe. I dare say something dark's going to happen through it.
Videos turned into a venting session. One that stands out is in his 5th review, where he vents about his frustration with classism.
Not sure, Jono. Not sure. I only watched the start of it just in because he mentioned Jesus while drinking. Thought, yeah, this might be a good thing to do because I'm always doing scriptural stuff. So I kind of thought I'd do something different. So when I was coming, I wasn't going to stream and start off with until tonight, which I'm still streaming tonight, obviously, because I do it on Tuesday night. But yeah, I just come across it to watch, and when I flicked it on, it started saying that thing, because this is not like the ones I use through scripture or anything like that. This is just a channel I use through entertainment, and I don't see it all the time. It's just if I see a video from it or whatever. And then I just put it on and had him talk about Jesus while he's drinking, and seeing the title for it, saying Boozetube, whatever it was about ranting. Hold on, what was the title for their video? Let me just see. The disturbing breakdown of Boozetube review sort of thing. So the breakdown, so he's having a breakdown of some sort. So I dare say he hasn't died. But yeah, because I say that, because listen, we know that it's not good. People do have addictions and stuff like that. But if you are talking about spiritual stuff or even serious, just normal serious stuff through alcohol, there's not a lot of truth in that. A lot of truth comes out while people are under the influence. But if you are talking about spirituality and stuff like that and against Jesus, then yes, there's not a lot of truth comes from alcohol rants, you know. So I just thought, yeah, why not? Why not? We'll do it. If that makes sense.
And privilege.
No, they don't like
just
that.
a change
Say,
from
well, you're a bad boy. We'll just put you in the ward, or we'll put you in the jail cell, and we'll give all your work to our rich kids, you know, so we can step on all the poor kids, you know. That's the anthem in the corporate valley.
One of the most concerning
Well, there's truth to that, but it sounds like it's bitterness.
things about these is that you could see he was making multiple of these per day. In a lot of these reviews, you can see he's clearly wearing the same clothing.
And he's drinking rosé wine straight out of the bottle. Okay. Mind you, we've all drunk straight out of the bottle. I drink my juice out of the bottle, but even alcohol. I mean, everybody I used to drink my half bottles of whiskey or Jack out of the bottle.
Can you remember that Jack Daniels thing?
What Jack Daniels thing?
When the rapist said he could outdrink me with Jack
Daniels.
Yes,
of course he could outdrink everybody, and he got his Jack Daniels and puked everywhere.
And shite
himself.
And I was still standing. I didn't puke, didn't do nothing. And he was like, and he was twice the size of me back then. And he was like, I could drink
blonde hair. He used to say he was my twin brother because he had blonde hair. I'm like, yeah,
he was a rapist.
Is as close as we get. You know what I mean?
No, but he honestly thought he could drink more than me.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't shite everywhere.
Well, he actually thought he could get away with having. I'm not going to go into it though. He actually thought he could get away with doing it to Vicky while she was asleep in a drunken stupor. And then later on, when she confronted him with it, oh, it's in the past. That was his excuse. It's in the past.
I was passed out.
It was okay. Because it's in the past. You know what I mean?
I was passed out paralytic, and he was like, I thought it'd be all right. How is that all right when somebody's passed out and you think?
And the only reason Vicky knew is because
I was on my period. I had the tampon in, and I couldn't find it in the morning. I had to search for it.
Dig it out, basically.
Yeah. And I don't wear them anymore. Can't because of it.
Yeah. So he's claimed later on when she confronted him with it was in the past. It's in the past. There you go. But that's it. That's nobody knows anything. It was just because Vicky was talking about it. I just thought I'd get that off the plate, and that's it done. Anyway, let's carry on.
I've counted up to at least 6 reviews that were clearly filmed the same day. As these videos go on, his mental state continues to get worse and worse until they're not even reviews anymore. It's just him getting drunk on camera while rambling about stuff. You can see just how intoxicated he is in review 20 when he downs this entire bottle in like 2 swigs. In review 40, he basically just admits that he has a problem and makes a very dark comment.
You know, roll over right out of the bed and just start popping top, just start drinking. First thing like it's normal or something. I think it's normal. Some guys like coffee, some guys like tea. If I really had what I wanted, you know, I probably wouldn't be reaching for a beer, but we're not going to go there.
The description of this one just said,
If I really, there's a bit of an ominous kind of statement to make, isn't it? Ominous. Yeah. What's that, Jillian? I once understood that the theory of relativity and quantum mechanics went out my tits on colonies.
Crying out loud.
But when you come down, you just couldn't remember anything about the theory of relativity or quantum
I did
mechanics.
used to like an E though. I'm not gonna lie.
I never liked him. I liked him.
But
I didn't like the come up, but once I leveled out, I was fine on them. But I didn't like the come up.
I just didn't like the come down.
Well, that as well. But
As I'm running out of
Big talk
time.
to me.
The description of a lot of these videos seems to be him talking about how bad he feels. It almost feels like his subconscious communicating through the video descriptions. He says things like, "They effing hate me," "Holy low life, serving America by not working, interacting, going to school, heading to prison or a crazy home, love the beer and don't blame me," and "They effed me over," and I'm not talking about the beer. Review 50 is one that really stuck out to me. You can see how intoxicated he is during this. He's slurring his speech and out of nowhere starts talking about this.
The good Lord.
What's that, Big Bang? The rehab industry here in Florida is a complete scam industry, milking rich families and offering nothing but a crummy place to stay with other poor addict souls. So many stories. Yeah, you get that over here as well. When I went to rehab, I went long term. I was there for nearly 2 years, a year and a half, just over a year and a half. But I went to Christian rehab. 2 Christian rehabs I've been to, three times all in all. 2, I went to the same one twice, and then another one once. The other one once, Battelle. I mean, I do say that they had good intentions, but the one I was at was very cultish. But Teen Challenge, the one I initially went to, was good. I mean, that's where I got a lot of my biblical and scriptural teachings, and where I actually did give my life to Christ at that point. Even though they were charismatic, but I don't think they originally started out as charismatic, and still people individually, staff had their own beliefs about that. But in general, it was a charismatic one, as in like falling over on the Holy Spirit and all that, being slain in the Holy Spirit, which I used to pray for, and then God protect me against, and now I do not believe in things
I never went to rehab.
falling over and slain in the Holy Spirit. It's against Christ. But yeah, I agree with you, big pain. Big pain. I agree. Go on.
There's only rehab. You struggle to get in rehab over here.
Absolutely.
And you do. Like, I never once went to rehab. I ended up, because they just kept, the alcohol support group just kept telling me to reduce, and I couldn't. And one day I literally decided to go to the doctors instead of going and buying a drink.
Oh, chilling, man.
You drew all over your walls.
Oh, it wasn't chilling. No, it was somebody. It wasn't chilling.
No idea, Derek.
No, chilling was drunk. He wouldn't have done something like that. He was steamboats. He would never have been able to draw in hieroglyphs.
Derek, have you got on all chat or just?
Yeah, I didn't see Big Pines, Derek, until I put it from top chat to live chat. The only reason I knew it was there is because I could see it in StreamYard. But yeah, change the chat to live chat. That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. Because when you've just got top chat, it doesn't give you all of them. It gives you the main ones. I don't know what main ones mean when it comes to top chat. Not a clue. But yeah, you have to put it all to live chat.
He's done it.
Good. Nice one. You got him? Cool. Yeah. That was funny, Julian. Nice.
Spoke to me once in a dream, and he said 2 things. Don't hurt the women. And I don't know if it was the good Lord or if it was a nightmare, but I don't see how that can't be a bad thing. I mean, sometimes, but there's a lot of panic on that.
I mean, I don't think he's an asshole, this dude. I don't think he's trying to be a dick. I think he's maybe initially tried to help people with his info and all that, but he's got an addiction problem. He's got maybe mental problems, and
he's lost.
You can see it's more like a cry for help. Maybe he ends up being a bit doing something dark. I don't know, but I think to begin with, it's a cry for help. Definitely, since he's doing it in videos and stuff. I don't think he's actually really trying to be an ass. Go on, babe.
Maybe he's lost.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
You know, like they say, sometimes you gotta whip the horse's eye.
But he is trying to be edgy as well.
Make him sleep. Anyway, let's get to the rating.
In Review 100, he addresses the people who are worried about him. He says the people who watch him now don't understand how positive his old content used to be, but no one cared.
And they said, Tyler, why are you learning the kids to drink? You know, why are you learning them devil worship? And I said, you haven't seen all the other great videos that I did. I'm still not able to get into a lot of the videos that I made.
Hey, Big Pine, have you been in here before? Have you been in my chat before?
I think so.
I think
Big Pine's a mod on mine.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, why are you not a mod then? You're now a mod, Big Pine. Hey, Marlene, good to see you.
Hi, Marlene. I know Big Pine's a mod on mine.
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought you'd been here before. I thought you had. Anyway.
I taught business. I taught rocketry. I taught electrical engineering. I taught weather science. Nobody was interested in that.
This self-destructive behavior continues to get worse and worse until, at some point, Terry actually becomes homeless. It happened so abruptly that I couldn't even find the exact moment that it happened.
Oh, on the old Corona there. Corona.
He never really talked about it either. Just one minute he wasn't homeless, and the next he was. The remaining videos feature him outside in the woods, under bridges, stuff like that. And there are certain points where Terry has a shocking amount of self-awareness that never seems to last too long. One of these moments appears in Review 250.
I don't want to wreck your life. I live in a state of misery.
I know he's homeless, but he needs to sort them dreads out, man. They've turned into one big old platypus tail, haven't they? He needs to sort them. I like dreads, but he needs to sort them out, man. He needs to sort them out.
There's more shite locks than dreads.
Shucks.
And I'm
It's
pulling
just
myself
one big
up
map.
every day, and I
It
want
is.
you to as well.
But aside from these small moments of clarity, he seemed to suffer from extreme delusions. Sometime after this video, he uploads another video that actually isn't a booze review, but just a general vlog. It's called Setting Yourself Free.
I thought he had pigtails in, and it's just because his mats are sticking out the side.
And he
Big
says
Pine,
some weird
that's
stuff.
amazing.
He says he was
Sorry, we'll put it up and read it because I'm on the others.
Poor fella, I was a big drinker when I was a kid, sober for about 7 years now-ish, and I still enjoy the plant medicine. That's amazing. You should be really proud of yourself. And I don't think people that aren't addicts realise how hard it is to be clean and sober. And you know, when people say it's a choice, it's not a choice. Being an addict isn't a choice. You wouldn't tell somebody with a broken leg that they chose to break their leg. You wouldn't tell somebody with cancer that they chose to have it, you know, and it takes a lot, and it does. Like the longest I've done sober is 4.5 years, and it's hard, and it is hard, especially when you're in social situations where everyone's drinking and you're sat there like, great, like this is my worst nightmare.
Exactly.
But 7 years is amazing.
I didn't even check Rumble, see if Rumble was working.
Dev.
I think we're good. Are we good? Rumble, yeah, Rumble's good. Didn't even check Rumble. Sorry if there's anybody been in Rumble. No, there isn't. There isn't that I can see. There's 3 people watching Rumble side. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, whoever you are. Where's the real Khan?
I shit myself then.
How's it going?
You're right.
I was actually scared in case it was someone else then. As soon as I heard the voice,
Yeah,
I was
but
like, whoa.
I forgot it still said that.
I was like, shit, who's that? And then I seen Khan. And I was like, oh, it's him.
Oh, madness.
I'm not going to stop for long, like, so I've got something to do, like, but I thought I'd just pop on.
No problems, man. It was only about, where are we at? 15 minutes. It's only about 7 minutes of the video. I mean, what the video is about, we've been more talking about the alcoholism in him rather than what he's talking about. But it's still turned out to be a decent enough little stream. One of them. But yeah, I've noticed my subs going down a lot now, dude. Since I got, every 100 I've always said, like, oh, this 100's really flew past. Since I got to 600, I'd say I've never got past 4 weeks near enough. I've been in 600 and I haven't got past 605 yet. And now I'm back to 600 on the dot. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's either YouTube or people are getting really triggered.
It's one of them, isn't it? Like, if you really want to pursue getting monetized and having subs and that, don't be talking about this sort of thing.
Well, that's it. That's it, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to get much higher than
Well,
600. I think it's got to stay on that kind of level, 600. You know what I mean?
I watch a guy from Nottingham who does a bit of that auditing, and he only started his channel 7 months ago, and he's got like 30,000.
Wow.
Dude, that's it. I mean, it was the other day. No, sorry, it was about 3 weeks ago. I'm saying the other day. I came across this. Well, it was just a video and I watched it, and it was his second video, and he literally had, and that was in 4 weeks, and he literally had 40,000 subs. I'm like, what? Really? I mean, wow! It was his second video.
Yeah, that shows you that when you're on friendly side algorithm, like, you get pushed to everybody.
That's right. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Big Pine said, I do like the taste of a good beer, though.
Oh,
and
of course. Of course.
But Big Pine drinks
beer.
non-alcoholic. I drink non-alcoholic lager. I like the taste of lager.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we go to the pub for a meal, she'll drink a non-alcoholic beer. Yeah.
See, I'm other way. Like, I think it tastes like crap beer.
No, I like it. Even like, I had a non-alcoholic wine once, and yes, I know it's grape juice, but it actually tasted like wine. It didn't taste like grape juice.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Edward likes it. Edward.
I mean, I suppose, like, if you were to, like, blind test somebody, maybe they probably wouldn't know,
Yeah. No, I like it, like, and I do.
I think it's too bad. I don't think it's I had one of them called when it was called Vex, but yeah, I thought it was all right. But I haven't had any alcohol since that New Year. When was that, babe? About 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
Was it? I'm
Yeah.
sure. Right, shall we get this video now?
Sandra said 0% Guinness is supposed to taste like the original.
Ooh. I don't like Guinness anyway, to be honest.
I don't mind it.
No, I don't like it. Too much iron in it for me. Get skitter juice.
Writing a book, but stopped writing it because he thought someone was going to steal his idea.
I've been writing a book. I quit writing the book because
I think we all kind of like start. I mean, when we were at school. I mean, I'm 48, so when I was, it was the like early 90s. Sorry, I was 1990. I was about 14, but I drank when I was 12. Not a prolific drinker, but our parents had gone out. They'd gone out. Kids were left at home at that point. It was all good, and it was New Year. Parents had gone out to go for a quick pint and that. And you know what I mean? And I was in the house with my cousin Vicky and my brother. My cousin,
I'm not his cousin.
No. Alcohol's in the obviously. Alcohol's in the cupboard now in the wall unit. And because do you want some? I said, why not? Why not give it a try? And she's just putting brandy, whiskey, vodka, sherry, all this in one glass, and I'm drinking it, and it's disgusting, obviously. But as a kid, you don't. Well, as an older kid, you don't really. You're not at that stage where that's orange yet. It's just like it can go down easy, and I thought it went down easy for me. And I remember getting a little bit dizzy and stuff like that, but then I don't remember nothing. And then the next day that I was showing what I puked all the way up the stairs and in the toilet and down the stairs. I couldn't walk or anything like that. So I think we all start drinking. We're all curious about drinking when we're young. At 10, that's very young.
No, I grew up in a pub. And we were always given shandy and...
Well, yes, shandy. I mean, I drank shandy when I was 10, but that was different.
No, but I don't mean like the cans of shandy. I mean like...
No. Shandy. Well, we used to have top deck shandy in the cans, but also, we died. But the thing is, my dad, if we got shandy from our dads and that when we were younger, it wasn't straight because lager sometimes is like 3-4%, isn't it? Well, we used to get the Sweetheart Stout, which is stout, So it was a beer shandy sort of thing, and it was only 2%. So we used to get that. My dad used to give us that because it's sweet and with the lemonade. So a beer shandy, and it's really sweet, and it's a lot less alcohol. So
at 10,
that's how we used to get it with the Sweetheart Stout.
At 10, we used to drink wine with our dinner if we were out.
Really?
Yeah.
With alcohol?
Yeah.
What you did?
Yeah, you were allowed a glass of wine with your dinner.
Yeah, well, I remember my granny actually did give me what was it? Was it wine or was it? I can't remember if it was wine or if it was Tia Maria or something when I was about 12, but that was at 12.
I used to give my kids slur and tell them it was
Yeah,
wine
but
because they thought it was
but
wine.
That's just an expensive bloody grape juice.
When one of my mates had his first baby, like it was a brand new baby, like about 10-month old, and we were drinking that aftershock.
Oh wow!
We were all like, "Give him a taste, see what he does," and he gave him a taste of aftershock. Face on Bobby with a picture.
Could imagine, man. Could imagine.
No, it's quite common for kids to drink wine at dinner.
Yeah, true. Right.
Well, I can remember, like, first time I went.
Oh, sorry, Michael. Sorry.
Like first time I went to Spain, I think they're allowed to drink around 12, aren't they, or 13?
Yeah,
they used to be anyway. Like,
man, isn't it? But I mean, I think like if it's not in excess, like even like a kid, if they got 1% alcohol in something, it's probably good for maybe, I don't know, an upset stomach or something. Just like a lot of people take, like older people will take a nip of whiskey as an ailment. You know what I mean?
I am being funny, but we were like 70s and 80s kids. Our parents probably gave us a shot of something.
Well, every now and again.
I used to drink cans of Stones when my granddad, like watching Tyson fights.
Stones better. The orange can.
Remember when everyone used to dip dummies in spirits and then give it a kid?
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, when Bobby's a thieving, like get the whiskey on dummy.
Yeah, I was told that my dad used to put his finger when I was teething. That my dad used to put his finger in the whiskey and rub it on my gums, and that was normal. That's normal. That's normal when we're kids. But now that'd be seen as abuse. You know what I mean? Madness.
Dolan. I haven't been able to get into my other book, and
The notion of having his genius ideas stolen is a theme that will show up a lot.
Oh yes, Derek. Oxy, yeah, it's an opiate, so yeah, very dangerous and very addictive. Very.
But you didn't read Big Pine's comments.
No, I didn't. I just seen that part of it. What did it say? You read it.
I got caught in the Slacker family's non-addictive brand new product called Oxycontin. My dad had cancer in the 90s and we had a jar of the stuff everywhere.
Sorry, Michael, go on.
Why does this book look like it's typed out and like a real book?
Oh, the one that's holding up.
Yeah, what is holding up? Like you'd think it'd be like handwritten, like, wouldn't it? I know. I mean, look at Stephen's fingernails.
I know. He's on. I think he's homeless at the minute. But isn't it? I don't know.
That's what I mean. So how was he typing it out if he's homeless then?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I mean, I think this guy is just more a cry for help than anything, you know. But I think he must obviously do something dark, you know, because it's Scaretheater. So he must have done something in the end. Don't know what. But yeah, no, his fingers are clay. I mean, look at his dreads. They're like a platypus tail. If he didn't a platypus tail. What's that?
I don't give them whiskey. Let them shit in a litter box instead. Society is much better now.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Wow. That was quick, Maz. I like that one.
It also tells us he is studying to become a doctor or physicist, but the stuff he's writing clearly isn't actual studying. We see more strange beliefs in Review 300, where he talks about his experience with entrepreneurship. He seems to feel like he deserves a lot of success in life, but his current situation is due to people in the industry taking advantage of him and stealing his work.
I mean, that's the thing that's good, like, fine, cry for help and all that. But when people start thinking that they are that they deserve something, that they're entitled to something. You know, it's not a good position to be in. Nobody's entitled to anything. You know, not if you haven't put anything into it. Why would you be entitled?
You're
But
entitled
nowadays,
to your opinion.
Oh, well, that's an opinion, babe. You know,
Don't mean anyone wants to hear it, but you're entitled to it.
Of course.
Big Pine said the gender
things, all these
confusion is the
material
word.
things in life, you know, without doing anything about it. You know what I'm on about. Then you get all these people are just entitled. This generation nowadays just think they're entitled. You know, they should just have it. Like TikTokers and YouTubers that just go on and beg and stuff like that. I am giving you content. I'm here telling you this. You need to give me money. No, you choose to do the channel. You know what I mean? Especially in TikTok. I mean, it's not so much on YouTube that way, but in TikTok, they just beg for gifts and stuff like that. And they just go on to stream just to do that. Like, I am streaming to beg you to give me money. So because I'm streaming, you should give me the money. It's a cycle. You know what I mean? The gender confusion is
Well,
It is though.
That comment's just reminded me. I've started following this YouTube channel. I can't remember the name. Something Matrix, and he wears a sign, and it's all against this gender confusion. And he has some conversations with him. Like it's quite. I'll find a link.
That'd be
cool. There was a ruling, weren't there, in the UK, and it ruled that women are born female.
Mm-hmm. But that's not going to stop
the
it.
definition of a woman is
I watched
born.
this auditor called Marty Blackburn.
Okay.
They go to all them Palestinian protests and that, and there's all these transgender folk, and they're all kicking off and saying, "You shouldn't be filming as it's against law." And it's like, "Come on, then, let's go out to that copper." So they go out to copper, and copper's like, "No, they can film if they want," and everybody just goes, "Ah."
That's it. It's not illegal to do it. You know what I mean? Oh wow. Right. Yes.
Entrepreneur for the longest time, and I've been taken advantage of, and all of this stuff is hemmed up on the stealing of the intellectual property, and the rig up is dangerous. It's a global security.
In review 433,
Nothing's global, man.
he gets extremely angry, seemingly out of nowhere, talking about how this country is rigged and he had everything stolen from him.
This whole country's rigged.
Well, he's right there. He's absolutely right there, without a doubt.
It's rigged. Now, I'm not bitching, but I'm warning you, it's coming off the rails. I've got rigged. I got everything stolen from me.
This continues in review 450, where he goes on a strange rant about pissing off some high-up billionaire CEO that is now out to get him.
I pissed off some real high-level people.
Yeah, so then the paranoia comes in. Probably due to lack of sleep, drinking all the time, and being on the street. I mean, to drink, you want to sleep. If you're homeless, it's hard to sleep sometimes, even drinking. So a lot of psychosis might come in there, you know? So, and then paranoia.
Homeless people pinch off each other. I was talking to a guy in town the other day, and I said, "What are you sleeping like? We got a tent?" You know, like now they pinched it. You know, so they rob off each other. Homeless people.
I know they do, and especially when it comes to addicts as well on the street. I mean, I've been on the street as well, and some of them stick together, but they end up robbing off each other because they're all using at the same time. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's another. Like you get like I could be an addict and be in here and then know all these homeless people but still be in here. But on the street it's a completely different life, even though you're an addict and you can relate to them. There's different things go on when you're on the street. Yeah, it's madness. It's madness. I mean, there is people on the street that are fine, that they're in addiction because they're on the street and they keep to themselves, and then you get the ones that they want to be on the street because they don't think they should, because they don't like the government and all that stuff anyway. And some of them are fine, you know.
A lot of reasons is because to get help they have to be clean, and they're not willing to be clean.
Absolutely. What, babe?
Look at Hightower. You got housed and then still slept on the streets.
That's right. Hightower, yeah. He'd been in the street that long, on and off. That when he finally did get housed, he messed up. He messed up the deal he had with him because it was private housing. He messed up. He kept doing stuff, getting drunk, and intentionally so they'd kick him out.
I used to give him and Paul my day savers.
Yeah.
So they could go on the buses all day.
That's right. That's right.
Can you charge your camera, please?
What? Oh, the front door camera. Okay, I will do.
Yeah.
I'll do it once we finish.
Like about as high as it gets. Billionaires, trillionaires, CEOs. They handle things differently. Sometimes they'll kill you. Sometimes they don't even know you're there. They ignore you. They don't listen to you. And sometimes they punish you in a different kind of way. And
another surreal thing to witness was the way that Terry interacted with other people at this point.
That's what I was
in
gonna
Review
say.
500.
Some people, do get paranoid through psychosis and all that, and say, they're after me. Yes, in its psychosis, but there is situations in real life. Well, these people are really after them, and people just get dismissed as being paranoid and conspiracy theorists. It does happen. It does happen. I'm not saying it's happening to this dude, obviously, but it does happen. Just because I'm paranoid, it doesn't mean to say they're not after me. You know what I mean? Who said that? Kurt Cobain, maybe?
He seemed to be wearing some piece of cardboard that has writing on it asking for money. In the middle of his video, a woman walks up to him and gives him money. He introduces himself as the booze review guy, seeming to expect her to know who he is, and he doesn't seem to understand any social cues.
That's a lot of things. You get a lot of people on TikTok and YouTube who've got main man syndrome. You know what I mean? And they say, I'm famous. You must know me. There's a difference between internet fame and famous completely. Like, yes, everybody knows who Brad Pitt is. From 5 to 105, people would know who Brad Pitt and people like, But when it comes to the internet fame is not the same. It's more like infamy when people on the internet become famous because it's not usually for a good thing. You know, it's a different thing, and they expect the main man syndrome, the main character syndrome. People seem to think that people, no matter what, should know who they are. I'm not saying that with this guy, but it just kind of reminded me on it. So what they were saying, like the people like Wes Watson and stuff like that, just ridiculous. I don't know if anybody knows about Wes Watson, but yeah. Hey, Kerry, how you doing? Well, yeah, that's Michael. It's on the panel, yeah. Michael and Vicky.
At all.
howdy, ma'am. Thank you. My name's Terry Tyler. I do the Boozetubes reviews.
Okay.
You gotta come hang out sometime. I'm preparing a few little places around here. Okay. There's kind of there's a culture. I wouldn't say it's about homelessness, because I was scared to be homeless. I own land, I own a truck, but I fell on hard times. My vehicles broke down. I'm building myself back up, building my online business. But I think a lot of people, like yourself, some people may decide to try it. Sometimes it's like camping. People go out and camp just to explore and break outside of living in the 9-to-5 lifestyle.
Right.
But you got to watch out. So if you're the only one out there, it's nice to kind of have a network. Right. So I'm trying to construct a network. Yes, ma'am. Take it easy.
Okay.
The next couple hundred videos, we see more of this going on, and at a certain point, even Terry starts to acknowledge the insane amount of damage he's doing to his body. In review 750, he's filming while on the toilet. At the start of the video, he says, "My kidneys are failing. I'm dying. I'm dying."
Well, he wouldn't be wrong. I mean, he's probably not failing as quickly as he thinks they are. They could be, but I mean, it may be just his paranoia kicking in because he knows he's damaged his body. If they're not happening, if he carries on, it will happen, because that's what alcohol does to you eventually. If you're continually pickling yourself, you know.
Well, I mean, look at all percentages that beers is drinking. They're only in fives. Like, I mean, homeless people around us, they're on like 11-12% cans of strength now.
Exactly. And the stuff they're drinking is sulfites. It's not even proper apples. It hasn't seen apples now when it comes to the white cider and all that. And that's doing even more to them. And, you know, so yeah, I wouldn't say he's that far gone yet. But the paranoia is probably making him think that way. Hey, it's all right, Big Pine. That's all good. That's all good. Are you off now, are you? If you are, thank you for turning up, bro. Bless you, man. But yeah, you're always welcome, dude. Always welcome.
He acknowledges his mortality again in review 756 when he writes in the description, "That's a dead man." We see more rants about government conspiracies and other stuff that I honestly can't really.
Babe, what's that you sent me in TikTok thing? Babe.
What's happened?
No, it's me. I'm asking Vicky what she sent.
Oh.
She sent me some TikTok links in WhatsApp, and I'm asking her what they are, but she's obviously not at the computer.
Sorry, I was sorting the dog out.
What's the TikTok things you sent me?
It's people, right? So there's the first one is a female King's Guard, and there's a Jewish person, and he's going right up to her and putting the camera in her face.
Right.
And then the other one is there's a different bloke who's also Jewish, but he's putting his finger.
Are they long? I'll play them after this.
No, they're really short.
I'll play them after this is done, though. Okay. All right.
You have to do that channel in private chat.
Oh yeah, nice one. I seen that. I was something in private. Why didn't you just put them in private, bit?
I have no idea because I was on my phone.
Oh, Edge of the Matrix. Okay. I'm gonna subscribe to that.
Not necessarily what you'll cover on.
No. Interesting.
I like listening to conversations and that.
Too right, man. Always give it a go, man, because you never know what good info they got. If you put it in chat, no, I'll put it in chat, guys. That's the link Michael gave me. If you guys want to have a look and sub if you want to, all up to you guys. You know the score. Yeah, babe, I'll play it after this is done.
Aye.
Really understand, and then we arrive to his final review 999. There's really nothing special about this one, it's just the same as the others, but it does serve as a tragic comparison to his older videos, to see how in a matter of only a few years, he went from this to
Wow.
this.
Wow.
Big difference, and that is literally alcoholism and this lifestyle he's leading. But listen, if we all have problems, we all drop off. I mean, it took me till I was like from the ages 15, 16 to the age of 42 to get completely clean. You know, I dropped off lots in my life. I've been to the point of homelessness, like to the point of injecting anything into my bloody body that I could. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Scraping the bottom of the barrel to being okay, to scraping the bottom barrel to being half okay. You know the score. And so it takes a long time sometimes. It takes a long time. So yeah, we can just need to pray for people like this, man.
After his last review, he uploaded 2 final videos. One was called Greek Alphabet Meditations, which just featured Greek letters appearing on screen while he sang.
Alphabet.
The last one is probably the most shocking thing on this channel. Remember?
Madness.
Remember earlier when I talked about his Nudist Society video, and I said that I mentioned it for a reason? Well, this is the reason. The last video on this channel is called Nudist Revolution, Your Turn Jog. I can't show this on YouTube, but in the video, he strips completely naked and walks down the sidewalk and across the street where cars are driving by. He does all of this while ranting about culture and societal norms the whole time. This was the last video on Terry's YouTube channel, but his story did not end here. Unsurprisingly, following all of this, he had some run-ins with the law. I found an arrest record from December 1st, 2022, where Terry was arrested for failure to obey a law officer, open beer, and disturbing the peace. When he was released, I don't know exactly what happened, but I imagine he just continued with this behavior. After a long while, it would seem that Terry was never able to get help. On July 17th, 2023, he passed
away. So he did. He passed on, Jonah.
Wow.
He did pass on, bro. I'm saying to pray for him. So don't pray for him, guys. Don't pray for his family, maybe, but don't pray for him. Yeah, he passed on. So you're right, Jonah. You're right.
Isn't it?
Of course.
Like I know people who have gone to rehab, got sober, got drunk once, and it killed them.
Yes, it happens. Alcohol. Some people's bodies just can't take alcohol. But some people might be allergic to alcohol. You know. Wow, shame, man. What was he? 88 to 2000.
He's
Wow,
younger than me,
so
5 years younger than me.
so he was 35.
Wow.
35, man. Not old at all. Shame.
Away. The obituary doesn't state the cause of death, but based on what we've seen, it's not difficult to make a good guess on what probably happened.
Of course.
It's tragic to see someone fall into such a dark path in real time like this. Of course, alcoholism played a role in Terry's downfall, but I think there's more to it than that. Based off his speech patterns, delusions, and just how bad all of this got, I suspect he probably had some other type of mental illness before all of this. His drinking was likely a symptom.
Yeah, I would have said that because mental illness wasn't mentioned at all. But dare say something. Go on, baby. What?
Do you know what's weird, right? Yesterday after Flaccid stream, I was just on YouTube scrolling, and this thing came up, and it was about a girl, and she was an addict,
right?
And she was pregnant, and the bloke was talking to her, and he tried to help her. He goes back a couple of days later looking for her, and she's dead. And she died while pregnant. And you'd think because she was an addict, you'd think it was that, but she wasn't. She was attacked.
Right. No way, man.
Aye. Addiction can lead you places nobody wants to be. And sadly, a lot of people don't get out of it, and they don't, and that's sad.
I'm putting them
and that's why we shouldn't judge people just because they're an addict.
I'm putting them TikTok links in private chat so I can just click on there.
I'm gonna have to get off the PJ.
All right, dude. Hey, dude. Thanks for popping in. We ain't seen you for ages. Well, obviously, it was partly my fault. We didn't see each other. You know what I mean?
It's my fault. Shut up, it was my fault. Like, we all know Vicky's mental.
No, I'm
but right, I say that, Michael. But what I said about the other two in the video the other day, I am spot on.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael,
because I'm eating healthy, I've got to make 2 meals now a day.
Of course.
Man.
That's brilliant. Nice one for sure.
Yeah, I'll jump on next time you're on.
That'll be cool. That's brilliant. Because we always we kind of work good together when it comes to scriptural stuff. So that'll be cool.
On about Flatside, I want to do a stream about Satan's Little Season.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I said to Vicky, Vicky hates the topic, I hate the topic, but I did say to Vicky, it still needs to be called out and exposed, but we just don't need to.
We all know my issue ain't the topic.
Every month, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's not the topic that's the issue, it's the cultish behaviour that happens in chat that I can't deal with.
Exactly. I mean, Porter was sound last night. Porter was good. It's chat.
Look, it's the chat that's the problem. The same as when Ryan disagreed that he didn't care what colour Jesus was, and he's disrespecting the Bible. All pull your head out your asses.
Exactly. Exactly.
Who brought that up? Who brought all that up? Colour of Jesus.
Well, if you look, Vicky's done a video about it. I don't want to bring up names because if you look at Vicky's list, you'll see a second last video. It's got the names in.
When you're putting in 10 links a stream all about Jesus being white, there comes a point where I have enough.
Mm-hmm. And the Jew thing.
How would it be white? Granted, he might have not been as brown as you think, but surely.
No, I think he was dark skinned. He had to be dark skinned.
No, come on. He was blonde hair and blue eyes. You lot don't know what you're on about.
The reasoning is to do with the real Israelites, the real Jewish Israelites, and the fake Jew. You know the one. It's a big thing, and it's what? It doesn't matter. Because I used to get in my chat. I used to say, listen, they used to send me videos and say, I says, right, fine, I'll have a look at it. 14-hour stream, 14-hour video. I said, right, I'm about this kind of subject. I'm right, fine, I'll have a look at it. But I says, as you know, I don't care about the topic. What, you don't care about the line of Israelites that Jesus came from? I says, I didn't say that, did I? I says, I don't care. You know what my boggle is. It's about color. I says, I don't give a crap what color Jesus was. I don't care if he was really dark with woolen hair. I don't care if he was as white as me. I don't care if he had tartan spots at the back of his knees. You know what I mean? I just care who Jesus is. Don't care about his color.
But if you disagree with them, or you don't, or you say you don't care what color his skin was, you're disrespecting the Bible. And like, just because you believe something, and when you're putting links in like 10 a stream, and it's every single day, and it's beyond a joke. Like, no, is it that important what color his skin is? Is it really?
No. If God cared about, like Ryan said, if God cared about the color of people's skin, if one was more important than the other, the color of skin, why did he make so many different colors of skin?
Exactly.
They said, did you not read it when it was said? One of them said about no, because the black people were sent by the devil.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, that's what the spaceman thinks.
That's what they think.
That's why I fell out with Canada, because of that. He doesn't think that. He won't call them brothers. So he won't call like Sir Vlad a brother because he thinks that they're from a different bloodline from us. They're from an evil bloodline. You know, stupid. Anyway, that's not about this. That's not about this anyway. So nice one, Michael. Bless you, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Stuff, innit? I mean,
oh, you're not going yet. I thought you were going.
I take a bit of time off and it all goes crazy.
Michael, my issue was the fact that Ryan said it didn't matter, and they're pulling him up in chat. And Ryan's not a mod. Ryan's been there a lot longer than them, and they're saying to him, "You're disrespecting the Bible." No, he's not. He's telling you the color of someone's skin doesn't matter, and you can't deal with it. You have to keep going, and they're no different to Satan's short seasoners. They push it and push it and push it.
Yeah, and like Moomin said in your comments, though,
you know, these things stem from people propagating this kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, no one learns Satan's short season from Bible.
No way. I mean, even Chuck was in last night, and like Chuck is ace. I disagree with Chuck on one doctrine. I mean, and he doesn't argue about it. He says, "Fair enough, you believe that, and I believe this. We won't argue about it." And Chuck's ace that way. But everything else that Chuck was saying last night, saying short season and all that, perfectly, like absolutely 100% what you said.
Well, no, Moomin commented.
I sent Flats that you know, that thing about when John were.
He did say yes. Yeah, he said that. He read it out.
Because as far as I'm concerned, unless you can show that it was wrote pre-70 AD, there's no. We're not having any conversation about it until you can prove that.
Exactly. Because if you wrote it after, then it would have been written about. And like Norman Cross said last night, he says if Satan was so powerful, Christ think this, that he made us forget Jesus came back. Why wouldn't he make us forget about the Gospels, the Old Testament, the rest of the New Testament, and all that kind of scripture that mentions Jesus? He can make us forget about Jesus' second coming, but he can't make us forget about all that scripture. That's stupid. That's stupid.
You'd have to suggest that there's no Holy Spirit at work anymore.
That's right.
You can clearly see Holy Spirit at work, like saving people and that. So you can't.
Exactly right.
It's just it's mental, like. But yeah, I want to do something about it.
Definitely. Don't blame me. Don't blame me.
Things in my eyes.
Yeah, it's not a good topic, but it has to be called out.
Do you know what it was for me? When that remembered the woman who used to ram it down my throat. That for me, I've never knew what it was like to experience someone trying to get you into a cult, and for me, that was the closest I've ever been. And like it just put me off. And when they're pushing it, I can't like. None of us agree on 100% of things, and we don't. Even, you know, but when you're telling people they're disrespectful and that for disagreeing with you, then I think maybe you need to look.
There's a guy keeps popping in Flatzo's comments, and it goes something along lines you can't argue with Satan's little season eschatology, otherwise you're calling Jesus a liar. I mean, that's a serious straw man, you know.
That's what they were saying last night. try to
I
say
timed somebody
Jesus
out
a
last
liar.
night for being like that,
Yeah,
and then
there's some
then I
people
went
moaning in
on them.
comments today.
They're
Yeah.
bitching that she was timed out. She was timed out. I timed her out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ban her. I timed her out.
Exactly. People are just live out. Do you know what I mean? Varies.
Tell Michael what Moomin said about B&T.
Oh yeah. What he said in your comment, he says, look, when they first come into flats and I started asking for a spanner and saying, like, because they'd said hello a few times and saying, look, the flats, you don't pay us any attention, and asking for a spanner, it made them a bit sus then. And that's true. They come in, and if I don't, like, if they say hello to me once, twice, and I haven't seen it, they keep going and keep going until I actually seen it and said hello. They want too much attention, and then they start putting all these links in, and then they act like a victim and say, "Oh, we've only give it to," but then they give it to every person individually as well. They start talking to people
think
right, and give
like,
it to them.
a status in it to have a wrench. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
Not when you're only pushing your own narrative.
But I see recently watching QE's channel that Angela Carson's been going in there doing exactly that, asking for a wrench and why don't you call it chat out and that, you know, it's like
Dude,
QE never calls us chat out.
Listen, I'm sorry, but Vicky called that ages ago as well.
I did.
Yeah, did. She was.
A lot of
she
these
did it in
people,
flats, and she said because she supported flats, she was implying because she was supporting flats.
No.
And all that. What?
The comment was,
No, but I'm just
I
saying,
haven't got a spanner, and she went, all I do is buy merch and support the channel.
Yes. So because
So you buy merch, and
flats
what
took
do
them
you
away
want
and she come in and she didn't have a spanner, she whinged about it and said, "Oh well, I did buy merch and all that, but I don't get a spanner." Wow.
I think a lot of the people, the new people now, not all of them, but some of them, unless they've got a spanner and they're pushing their narrative, they're not happy, and it's chat ain't like it used to be. When I called them racist that day because they would not stop going on about it.
I might be wrong about this, Vicky, but I think they're like people coming from Gerran side and Whitsett side, where it's that kind of community over there. You know what I mean?
You can get stuffed. You ain't never welcome.
You won't get here, Moxie. Vicky will not let you in here.
You can fuck right off.
What is it? Yeah, no, it doesn't. We're not going into it. He's just not allowed to be here. I don't know why. Welcome. I must be a new one because you're already banned.
Go find your sheep. Bah.
The problem is we're all to blame for these trolls because we've not dealt with them harsh enough in the past. No channel should be allowing ball trolls at all, in my opinion.
No, exactly.
And we've let it go, and the more slack you give, the more the tech. You know what I mean?
But also, Michael, I think when we have mods and they're pushing only their narrative, it's not even they don't share anyone on the panel's links. They only share what they want.
Yeah.
And that ain't right. I'm sorry. Before I put any link in, I put the panel's links in always.
Yeah, of course.
And they don't even do that. Like Sandro will tell them to smash the likes and that, but they don't. Like these new people have come in and they want a spanner because they think it means they're summer. But Brad and Tasha even said one day, I banned somebody and they made a comment about it. I wouldn't ban anyone. So why have you got a spanner then?
Yes,
What is
exactly.
the point? You beg for it and then you don't want to use it. Like make it make sense.
Because they want it for status and they wanted to be able to do links because that's what they do. They keep putting in that stupid Combrant links. Like and and the thing they give you is like
14 hour long,
15 hour longs. And then it's not just one or two videos, it's a playlist of videos. Oh, have you watched them yet? And keep pushing them to me and keep giving me the links. I'm like, I've got the links, I just haven't watched them yet. Next day, same link. I haven't watched them yet. They expect, and even if I had started watching them, it would take me months to watch them because there was tons of videos.
Right, I blocked them.
Who else cares if they've watched? If someone gives me a link and wants me to watch something, they don't come back to me every day. What's that yet?
No.
So there's an agenda there. They want me to watch it because of what it teaches. You know what I mean?
But when I said in chat they were racist and that, I blocked them, right? I couldn't see what they were saying, didn't want to know. they then were playing victim for days after, saying to people, like, she this, she that. No, I called you racist and I called you a twat. That's all I did. And they would not stop. So I then went and said on live, I'm going to go make a video now. I'll give you something to play victim about. Like, all I ask is for people to have a bit of respect. We don't want your racist links shoved down our throat every 2 seconds. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Right. Let's get this.
I'm off.
Nice to make it. Bless you, bro.
See you later. See you later, Vicky.
Bye.
Man. Nice one for thumbs up.
But make sure I press your 8 button here. Is it Leave Studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. Yeah, it's the.
I can't do it now, can I?
You can't do it now.
I'm going to go and get a drink.
Vicky's done it. Vicky's already done it.
Later,
bro.
Of the illness, which of course in turn made the illness way worse. It sort of
4 candles, mate. 4 candles or 4 candles. Have you got a pee? Have you got a pee? Here's a pee. That was good having Michael in. I ain't had Michael in for ages, obviously. And Moxie, you know I used to get on with you all right, but you know Vicky ain't gonna let you in here after, what was it he did? Mate,
What
was it Moxie did?
Moxie's just a twat.
Well, no, but he was talking behind our backs when he was being two-faced. That's what it was. So,
No, Moxie just is a bitch. He puts lol all the time.
All the time.
Lol, like a little girl.
You
Moxie, I don't like you. You ain't never welcome anywhere.
You are two-faced. You do go into you do praises to her face, then you go into other places' chats like Sean Hawkins and then laugh behind their backs and that. So
why would you trust a troll?
Exactly.
Why would you trust a troll that's a mod on Arwin's?
Exactly.
I get a grip.
I was hold on. I was a mod on Arwin's. What are you talking about?
He's a troll.
Yeah, but I was a mod on
I said, why would you trust a troll who's a mod on Arwin's?
Oh, I see. I thought you were saying everybody that was troll.
Also, Moxie, your boyfriend Charlie's probably missing you, so you want to run back to him.
depressing to see what can happen to someone if they don't get the help they need.
Yeah,
I feel like there needs to be a systematic change to prevent things like this from happening again. After Terry was arrested in 2022, why would they just let him go when he's clearly a danger to himself? Should it not be protocol for there to be government programs to treat and rehabilitate people like this? Terry was struggling with some really dark demons and most of us probably couldn't even imagine. He didn't ask for this. This is one of the first topics I've come across in a while where I actually teared up.
That's true, Kerry. That is true. Many truthers learn truth and don't make life changes. That's right. That's right. They do. That's spot on. Some people know. I've done it. Like when I started, I mean, I've never had a problem believing in God, but I remember when I knew for sure that Jesus was the truth. You know what I mean? I knew it and I believed it, but I still didn't change my life at that point. You know.
Also, when we're talking to people like we know best, like I said last night, the only person that knows everything is God. Like we're human, we make mistakes, but when people, they're always right. Like none of us are always right, and we're not. None of us.
No, of course
but when people are ramming stuff down your throats and saying, "Well, you're calling Jesus a liar," or "You're disrespecting the Bible," now you're putting words in my mouth that I didn't use.
Exactly. And that's why the entire Globies are so angry. That's
not just them, though, is it? Like
I know. Don't give them any more
while going through everything. I wish something could have been done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Thank you. See you on the flip side. I was going to say that was Kerry Skates.
No,
that was Scaretheater. That was Scaretheater. So there you go. Sorry, and we kind of didn't stick to the topic. It was hold on, babe, talking. But we spoke more about the troubles of alcoholism. But it's still good. It's still the truth. You know what I mean? It's just we kind of took the topic in a different direction. Go on, babe.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
You were talking at the same time as me. As well. You're doing that. You keep doing it.
I can't remember.
What you saying, babe? Hurry up.
Nothing. I honestly can't remember what I was.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll play them thingy videos now. What are they? Are they good? Are they funny? Or are they what? Or what are they?
No, they're annoying. I'd punch them in the
What about
face.
what then?
Well, they're just people being rude to the king's guards.
Is it a lot though? Is it
No,
are they long?
it's two straight. It's two things.
Right,
They're
okay, let's do
unclear.
the first one. Let me just get it out. Okay.
Great presentation, Vicky. Vicky ranting again.
For goodness sake.
Do you know what though?
Why is it?
Heron, when Brenda blows his top, his butt plug class as a projectile weapon.
Who said that? Wow.
Oh, Dylan. He's looking at me.
Dylan's off his nut, man. Off his nut, man. Right. What is this?
But that's a female he's doing this to.
Wait, I know. Idiot. Jewish as well. No doubt. No doubt. Where the hell's this big? Where's the big bit? How'd you make full screen? There you go. Right.
On a horse.
What? What? Is that it?
That's it. Yeah, and there's another one.
Hold on, how do I get back?
Back?
There's no back there. All right.
Back of the back. Not that. I didn't put it on.
This man behavior is unacceptable. Look what he is
The
doing
other
to
one.
English guard on a horse.
The other one.
I know I was just playing that game because I've never seen it all. The hell. I didn't know it was that blooming shark.
Do you know though? Because they're there actually to protect the king, and they ought to put that sword somewhere out the front.
One again.
Yeah, I know. And you saw him quick and sent him, yeah.
Why
Didn't
does
send
it not
him you to show.
pause? Why does it not bloody pause properly? Idiot.
Denial is a big river. It's humongous.
It's massive.
Look, I'd have bit his finger off.
I know. Hold on. It doesn't need big screen. People can see what's going on.
That's it.
Yeah, but hold on a minute, babe. I'm not too sure. I think this guy's an AI dude. The Jewish guy. Look at the face of that. Look at the face. It looks plastic. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me just show you again. 2 seconds. Right. Look. Does that look like a real face to you, babe? The guy on the right, the Jewish guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it looks a bit plastic. Oh,
no.
Maybe it's real. I don't know. But if there is, then they're assholes, man.
You just got a shiny head.
Stupid.
They do it all the time, though. They do it all the time. I've seen loads do it. It's just, do you know what? Even if you don't like the royal family, it's still disrespectful. That person's there to do a job, not for you to entertain yourself being a dick.
That's it. Yeah, good for you, Kieran. Good for you, man. Right.
Oh, don't.
Let's do Harry Mac, babe. What?
I had one of them too.
One of them. You
Not
didn't have
again.
them all, did you? This is 8 minutes long, so I'll have to get into this because it's a
When I had
this
it,
thing
my
out the
throat
way we
felt
always do.
You always do this. What?
When I had it, my throat felt like it was swelling up.
Exactly, because it's not good for you, but you
Not
can't
good.
talk about it.
The last flow state freestyle in this room. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Can't believe it. I gotta do my duty.
Babe,
What?
what's up? What's up?
I didn't say anything.
What's up, babe? Babe, what's up? What's up,
Nothing.
babe? Babe,
You're
what's
a
up?
weirdo.
Babe. I'm going to the toilet, babe. You can pause and play this as you want, babe. If you need to talk, you can pause and play this, babe. I'm going to the toilet.
Yo, for the last freestyle up in this studio, so much has changed. We doing the most. Over the years, I've been through so much growth. Yeah, yo, the job of rapping Mac about to get it done. Walked through the doors back in 2021, fresh off of COVID. I had to do my thing. It's hairy. I needed my own creative sanctuary. I had to get outside of that tiny home so I could open creativity within my own own zone. Cause my freestyles was rattling the crib. Both me and my wife in this tiny place where we lived. Yeah, so many can relate. Getting through COVID was difficult, there ain't no debate. But once I got this space, felt like I seen the light at the end of the tunnel. My own screen, my own mic, my own booth, my own way to lay down my own tracks, my own opportunity to truly hone Mac. Yeah, that's raw facts. Yo, it's such a blessing. So I had to hop up on this mic and send a message. I had to grip up on it, rock the people hard. Many episodes were filmed for Omegle bars. Many legendary moments went down. Was working on something profound that's developing my sound. I remember late night, I was walking through the neighborhood, bumping something dope in my headphones. The flavor's good, feeling mad inspired. I'm close to the mic, I might as well drop by to see if I can spit the fire. I close my eyes and imagine how would it sound if I wasn't entertaining but strictly just rapping. If it wasn't about me grabbing these random words, but instead just about flipping styles that are absurd. So I opened up and I spit the flow flames, and what resulted was the project Rap Coltrane EP off the top. Then they were all feeling me, so I had to follow that.
I was talking to the dog, I forgot I weren't on mute.
One up with soliloquies, one after the other. Projects was pouring out of me. Where we about to take this next? Damn, I guess we about to see. Walk through the door, can you believe it? My bro hadn't even done one single headlining show. I had a plan in my head of touring the earth and blowing people's minds with a freestyle verse. Doing shit unrehearsed, live from the stage. Not something I had written, but finding ways to engage with the audience. Make 1,000 people get hyper. How can I scale up the size of the cipher? How can I hop on stage and just spit the free in the way where everyone can see what happens visually? Had to do a lot of research just to make it universal. Me and Jazz in here for the first rehearsal. It was tiny, it was packed, we hardly even fit. But he was on the decks and I was bringing live spit. It was beautiful, we knew it had the potential. See, would it work out? Yo, eventually we'll find out. First show for 50 people at the lab, and best believe they all went mad. We rocked the double header and we saw how far we could take it. Hey yo, these walls right here are truly sacred. So much has been developed inside, so many opportunities, just honing my vibe, honing my craft, dealing with the pain, dealing with the joy, and everything that's flooding my brain, dealing with all the emotions we experience as humans. When I think about leaving, yo, the thoughts are all consuming. It's bittersweet, but yo, we on to the next, on to the future delivery of text. Peep how I maneuver and I keep it going smoother. I'ma grip up on this MIC and send the message through you. Yeah, get with it. When I spit, I start to go ape. Yo, every single episode of Flow State happened right here, and trust it's been a blast. Shout my man for being the first guest. Sir Jazz came through to get it going. For these moments we were starving. Daru Jones and my man Josh Harmon. Rick Glassman came through and played director. Tony Hawk spun us 900. Respect to the greats who sat here. I came through to rock the phrase. Cooking up when I be rhyming like the legend Bobby Flay. Bless me with the cookbook, got it on display to this very day. Listen to the freestyles that Harry sprays. Yo, I'm all up on it, y'all know how it goes. We navigate through the ebbs and flows. Some days we're comfortable, it's all the same. Other times we have to feel pain. Yeah, it's hard to believe with my inner sight, but I'm in a difficult season of life. Lost all possessions, I seen them in the smoke, but somehow seeing that filled me up with hope. I recognize that I never owned them. Hey yo, this knowledge, I'm earning it. It seems nothing is permanent. Gotta learn to let go so that we can proceed. Gotta learn to let go. Sometimes that's what we need. Take the weight up off my shoulders. Find a way to recover. Heart goes out to everyone from Altadena. Trust, I love you. We about to rebuild it. Y'all know we resilient. Yo, the pain inside my heart, yes, I feel it. Stretching out to all of those who lost their family homes, lost their businesses, and there's so many unknowns. And people in the Palisades and all throughout the land. Trust me, it's hard to comprehend or understand. But somehow, some way, we'll keep pressing forth. Somehow, some way, we'll let our passion scorch. Fight fire with fire that emerges within us, so we can keep on stepping forward, continuously winning. Yeah, that's how it has to be. Within these walls, I upgraded the mastery. Within these walls, I done tried so many things, so many memories to which I cling. Yeah, I'm about to leave y'all floored. Me and Jazz was in this room when we recorded awards. Go and peep the single on his channel. That was the first song where we try to leave the game dismantle. And we keep on stacking, do it with no back end. It's the neck end, steadily attacking. Happy hour streams and the wordplay Wednesday. Hours of freestyle from the MC Sensei, the one that you're hearing right now. Make they jaws drop and I make them say wow, feeling proud. Yeah, to leave this place is bittersweet, but we keep rocking on with these beats, we don't stop, yo. We progressing from the bottom to the top, yo. Hey, memories and we never forget. forgot y'all. Hey, we gon' keep it moving, cause y'all know regardless of the obstacles, we can't be blocked, y'all. Hey, we gon' keep on going to the peak now. Keep on flexing strong and never spit no weak style. I told y'all I'ma rock the show great. Final episode in this stew. This is Flow State. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Yo, y'all know what it is. Sam all up in the station. Mac with the freestyle bars, that's amazing. Tracks, we gon' lace them. Feeling blessed, we be reppin' for the West. Shouts to the solo apps and all of my guests. Yeah, y'all know we catching wreck. What did y'all expect? Shouts to Sam always cooking up the deck to hit me with the notes and bullet points so I didn't get confused. On my train of thought I didn't have to lose. YouTube, thanks for giving us the views. To all the true fans, where this is the show you choose, I appreciate it. Thanks for rocking with this godly guy. And shout to those who listen on Apple and also Spotify, wherever you hearing it, listening for the bars or listening for the conversation when you in your car. I'm pretty sure there's people that's peeping my off the head skills. Wow, they be catching a sweat on a treadmill. Shouts to everybody listening to him win while they breaking the sweat at the gym. Yes, once again, we up on it and y'all know that it feels sacred. Feel the hurt. Peace to those who listen on, they break it work. And those that listen in bed while I spit off the head. I ain't stopping, I'ma rip till I'm dead. Now I'm killing it when I be rhyming, I'm doing these flavors with ease. Before I interviewed him, I was playing the keys. That goes to Dame Funk, legendary ill collab. I'm going mad, I know that they want it bad, man. Y'all know that I didn't rehearse this for the final day in the studio. Had to bring 2 verses for real. Real. We deep up in our fields. The F, the L, the O, the W, the S, the T, the A, the T, way under the E. It's the M, the A, the C, the K, the Herald. Off of the dome, we don't need fly apparel. Only thing we need is the flyless in the mind. Yeah, I'm sending it home with this rhyme. Let's go.
Nice, babe.
I think I'm gonna have to change my stream and not do it. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it next Wednesday.
Why?
It's my cousin's funeral that day.
Oh, okay. Well, don't do it then. Not a good idea. Yeah, baby, you need to start putting my link all over the place again. I'm down to 599. I told you I would go under the 600. They've done it.
I'm up to 151.
Yeah, I knew it. See, at the start of the stream, I had 601. Now we've got 599. Yeah, it's. I know who it is. People are just but obviously I know who it is. But I thought that was the one that went down. Now I've gone down 2. I reckon I know who the other one is. Bumpals. Anyway,
I've gone up a sub.
I've gone down. I mean, listen, all I'm doing is putting out what I see is the truth. So if people are unsubbing because
Hi, Vlad.
I'm doing the truth, then that's fine. Hey, Vlad, good to see you, bro. Just finishing off, but good to see you, brother. I will be back on tonight. I'll be back on, and I've got a Bible study with Flats on Discord in a couple of hours. So I will be on I'll be on at 9 p.m. tonight, GMT. It's movie night. Well, it's not movie night. It's Tuesday night where I do a topic. The topic's the main thing on YouTube, but then we do one movie afterwards on Rumble on Tuesday night. So main topic tonight, I think it's the ISS fakery. The Hungarian guy that said I studied flat earth for 3 years and then ended up being a flat earther sort of thing. So we're going to do that on YouTube. And then tonight, we ain't done Alfred Hitchcock for a while. So we're going to do the 1943 movie Shadow of a Doubt, if you're okay with that. I found it.
Babe, you got the Discord link.
Hold on. I found it on the archive. So, yeah, we've got Shadow of a Doubt if you want to watch that tonight, guys. Go on, babe.
Have you got the link for Discord for the Bible study for Baza?
No, haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. I just thought the link was put out before, but I just thought because
I'll go and look, Baza.
Hold on. Yeah, can you get it for me as well? Because I just thought I needed to go into Discord and go when Flats goes live, it'll just be under his name. That's how it used to work. I ain't been in Discord for a long time, so I'm not too sure if I have to. Do I have to have the link? Or can't I just go into it and it used to be?
Yeah, but have you got the link for it?
Because we're friends already in there. I thought when he starts, it'll show up and I just click into it. That's what used to happen. What, babe?
I got it.
Go on. But if anybody's got a link, give it to me as well, just in case I can't get in. Because I'd like to be there before, because I am streaming tonight, but it'll be an hour later than I usually do.
Right, I've sent it you in WhatsApp.
Well, you've sent me the link for the Discord thing. Right, cool. Right, so is Andy right? So I need to correct copy link. Right, so I think this is it. Where did you get it, babe?
Community post.
From Flats.
Yeah.
Right, so I think that's it there, Plaza. Let's check it. Because I hope I don't have to sign in. No, please don't. Because I don't know what I have. The invite may be expired. Hold on. It may be expired, or you might not even have permission to join. Continue Discord. Yeah, it says it's expired, that one.
Well, that's the only one I got.
That's the only one that is. But I'm in Flats', so when he goes live, surely.
Yeah, but can you not send.
What?
Can you not send Bazza the link for Flats' Discord?
All I could do is send a link that's at the top of the screen, but that's mine. I don't know how to get a link. I haven't got a clue how Discord works anymore. I just thought this started when it user settings. That's I really don't know how it works.
Well, if Flat sends it you can send it to Bazza on Messenger, can't you?
He hasn't sent me it, babe.
No, but I'm saying if he does.
Where's he going to send it to? Unless he puts it in I don't know. It's a bit.
You can put it
like
in
let's create it, right? So I'm on remove friend, block, no. So we're friends on there. So when he goes live, surely it'll just come up. Flat side perspective. Let me just, what will that do if I click that? Try to find, I know, you just, hold on, friend, more. Invite server. Yeah, but then that'll be flat side perspective server. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then what happens about others? About me, no, there's no link though to it. I don't know if this, hold on, more, invite server. On the level, no, see, like, no, I'm not sending. Nah, see, that's the send link. I haven't got a clue about Discord anymore. I just know that I used to, like, when Flats used to go live in Discord, I just clicked on, it showed that he was live, and you click on chat, and then there you go. Can't I just give you the link at the top of the screen, but it says me on it. I don't know what will happen if you click that, though. Hold on. Let me just see if, because I've clicked on Flats. Let me just see if I really don't know how to do this. Start video call, do that. Add friends to DM, no. Hide user and profile, no. Friend, more. And I really don't know. Download app, no.
Bazza, that's the community post where he put a link. So if you look on that, you might, I don't know.
You sent an invite to join the server. What? Power hour joined. Right. Power hour was to be 4 days ago. Yes, I know, but yeah, it should just go live, and then you just click on his name when it goes live. I don't know.
Can you not message him in thingy?
And where?
Element.
I could, but I'm not going to be the only time I'll see Baz after that is when I go live tonight.
Send it Bazza on Messenger.
Well, I'm not. Oh yeah, I am.
You are.
Yeah, I can ask him, but Flats is working, isn't he? So I doubt he's.
No, but I'm saying later.
Yeah, of course. Hold on, Flat side perspective server. Invite people. It doesn't give me a link. It says I can invite people. I invite people. Right, but then it's only people that have. Hold on, or send a server invite to. Oh, hold on, let me try this. Copy. Right, Bazza, I don't know if this is going to work, but try this. See if that brings you to Flats's or anything. Try that. Try that link, see if that works. It should take you to Flat side. You can customize these anytime. Accept invite. Yes. Accept invite. Yeah, it'll take you there. It'll take you to Flat's server anyway. Is that okay, Baz?
Yeah.
Is that it? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Thought so. Nice. Do you know
We
something?
got there in the end.
Yeah, but it's not an invite directly to the Bible study. It's just to his server. But it
No,
should,
no.
when it goes live, if you're in there, you'll see it go live. You know what I mean?
So
I am
hold on.
going to actually pin that.
It's 5:15.
Yeah, no, I need to get this.
So you've
I
got
need
an
to
hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, and I need to get tonight's stream sorted as well. So I need to get pin this. So I need to that's pinned. Is it pinned? Yeah, cool.
An hour and 45 minutes, Buzzer.
Right, yeah. So an hour and 45. Yeah, he's on at 7 p.m. for me. I think that's how I think he said it. So yeah. So keep
We're
checking.
an hour
Anyway,
behind.
hour and 45 minutes. You know what I mean? So in 2 hours he'll definitely be live. Should be anyway. Hold on, what was that, Derek? For example, when I modded for Celebrate Truth on Discord, he gave me mod status to people of every major different doctrine of Christianity while never being around himself. It ended in disaster. So you had to deal with his server. That's not fair. That's not fair, bro. That's not fair. Right, guys, bless yous. I will see you either I'll see you tonight anyway, definitely. And I'll see whoever at Bible study, hopefully, if I can get in all that kind of rubbish. So bless you guys, love yous, and always a pleasure. See you in a little bit. See you tonight. Here the sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Indeed. Ta-ta. Who loves on the radio first? Hey.